Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're getting into your Buffalo Bills versus the Cleveland Browns preseason football. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that thumbs up, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you are new as we prepare to get started. Also, today we're doing a giveaway. We're doing a big giveaway. We got your 2026 Topps flagship football. We're going to do a giveaway of a mega box during halftime. So make sure you are subscribed. We do giveaways from time to time. We've given away jerseys, cash, football cards, boxes of cards, all kinds of good stuff. We're probably giving away excess of maybe like $10,000 worth of cash, memorabilia, and more. So if you're interested in stuff like that, news, sports, all of the above, make sure you do subscribe and click that bell to turn on your notifications. All right. We got your Bills. We got your Browns. The odds. You got the spread currently at 39.5 is your over-under. It changed actually to 35.5. The spread is 2.5 in favor of the Browns. Money line is minus 124 for the Bills. And then, of course, plus 124 for the Bills, minus 148 for the Browns as we prepare to get started, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Devlin in the building. What up, yo? Good to see you. Good to see you. Shout out to Sassy in the house. Wrench Gang, the family holding it down. Let's go. Shout out to y'all. Good to see you. Happy Saturday. Today is giveaway day. Once again, make sure you guys subscribe, hit that like, hit that thumbs up. Get a chance of winning this mega box here, the Topps flagship 2026 during halftime. You guys know how we do. We'll do a random word, random number, and we'll see who takes it today, ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare to get started. Bills Mafia, where you at? Bills Mafia, where you at? I got a couple of things going on today here, and I'm trying to make sure that everything is working correctly. Now, someone's going to be like, yo, Jay, where is the scroll? And scroll is not working. Also, my Roadcaster is still not working after this update. So I'm going to have to try to do like a reset of whatever's going on there, and then maybe I'll be able to figure it out. But we're good to go, y'all. We are prepared and ready to go as we get started here with these Bills and these Browns. Shout out to you, Robert. What up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. So it looks like the Bills will be receiving first as the Browns will kick it off momentarily. And here we go. We have kickoff down here to the right side. This will be taken from about the 5. Cuts back up, tries to hit the edge, and gets taken down rather quickly by this Browns special teams. And here we go. Bills versus Browns, as this will be Kyle Allen today coming out starting for the Bills. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Says, let's go. Shout out to you. I got to increase the size again for this chat. We had this issue last week. We're not going to have it again today. So let me go ahead and pop this out so I can increase the size. All right. 1st and 10 as Allen under center. They go to the handoff here up the middle. This will be a pickup of about, still going, fighting through the tackle, as it'll pick up about 8 yards on the carry. It's going to lead to 2nd and about 2. 2nd and 2. All right, so I got to increase the size here so I can see what's going on. We're going to zoom in one more time. There we go. All right, Jay, what channel is the game on? Should be on channel 2? Channel 2, CBS. I think that's if you're local. 2nd and 2. Little fake to the right side, and this is going to be batted down, incomplete. Browns defense showing up, but there is a flag down on the field, as the refs will discuss it here. It's going to be on the defensive pass interference. 1st down Bills. Says Shador, we'll most likely see him. I got a couple of Shador rookie cards I'm holding on to just to see what happens. Shout out to the Browns fans. Now, I think, him and Watson going at it is a good thing for the Browns. And, may the best man take the job. Tag, what up? Says, I've got a fantasy draft tonight. Looking forward to another fantasy football season. Yeah, I got a couple of fantasies with the wife going on. So we're gonna have some fun this year with the fantasy. As Bills will go to a run here left side, takes a big hit and picks up about 5. That'll lead to second down. Second down. Says, yo, Jay, another preseason ahead. Very excited for the Bills. Let's go, Buffalo. Shout out to you, yo. Let's go. Bills Mafia in the house. Let's go. Where are we at? I got all kinds of stuff coming through right now. Wait a minute. Okay. 2nd and 6 for these Bills as Kyle Allen back under center. The Browns bring 4 this time as Allen throws high left side. That's going to be caught, brought down, big gain. And that's going to be a first down for the Bills. Getting it going strong and early. Ain't nobody say nothing about this screen here. Hold on. We got to fix the screen, y'all. Y'all know that Jay is got a little bit of OCD. Hold on. Wait a minute. Shout out to Jeff King coming through with the $100 super chat, ladies and gentlemen. The legendary Jeff King in the building says, the throne is still mine. A seat only a king should hold. What up, my friend? Good to see you. As always, sassy as always, because pleasure, young lady. Shout out to you, Jeff King, coming in strong with the $100 super chat donation. I appreciate you, bro. Good to see you. Legendary Jeff King in the house. He's been holding down the number 1 spot for the last 5 years. So shout out to you, Jeff King. I appreciate you. Welcome back to another one as Bills have a 1st and 10. And do we have a stoppage here? Some rain? We got a lot of rain. Looks like we might have a stoppage here. Downpour on the field. At 13-11 in the first quarter, these guys are walking into the locker room. There's going to be a stoppage here for the moment. The game is delayed. Must have been some lightning. Well, guess what? We're still here. See, this is the benefit of having a dome. $2.2 billion stadium. It could have been a dome. You could be playing the game right now. But we want to make sure that when people come to Buffalo or Orchard Park, they feel the snow and the cold. Put a dome on the place and you can play football year round. Goodness. What up, Steve? Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go. Shout out to Brian Allen, ladies and gentlemen, coming through with the $100 super chat. Appreciate you, Brian Allen. Both of y'all legends, Jeff King and Brian Allen, holding it down for the channel. True fans, I appreciate you guys. Says, let's go, Buffalo. I want to see good things. What up, Jay? What's going on, Brian? I'm feeling good. I just actually came back from a funeral of a dear loved one. My cousin passed away. May she rest in peace. I just came back from a funeral. But yeah, everybody has a lot of cousins, but I feel like we all have that one favorite cousin, and she was definitely one of my favorite cousins. So may she rest in heaven. So that's why I'm a little dressed up today, but I had to throw on the hat, and we'll definitely be celebrating her life today on the channel. We do have a giveaway as well for you guys. We have a giveaway for you guys today. 2026 Topps flagship football mega box will be going to one lucky winner at halftime. So if you are not, make sure that you are subscribed and make sure you guys lock it in. Appreciate you, Brian Allen. You as well, Jeff. Much love to you guys. Also, shout out to Christopher coming through with the $2 super chat, showing the love as well. Said, "Hey Jay, appreciate it, appreciate it. How you doing, Christopher? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's go." Says they stopped the Carolina Jacksonville game with 2 minutes left last night due to lightning. Yeah, when that lightning's out on the field, it's what's going to happen. Unfortunately, they're not going to play out there with the lightning. And I got to fix this. My bad, y'all. I got to fix this while we're waiting. So there we go. That's good. That's good. All right, perfect. So I guess it worked out. As I'm getting the phone call here. Hold on, y'all. All right, that's fixed. Cleveland's cursed. Why would you say that? Why is Cleveland cursed? Why is that? Someone let me know. Here we go. Says might have water spouts in the lake. So wasn't there some kind of like tornado out in Jersey or whatever? I seen that earlier. There was some kind of like tornado that hit Jersey, wiped out some cabanas and stuff like that. The weather's kind of wicked right now. And listen, Western New York City is not free from tornadoes. It's definitely happened. We've had tornadoes in Western New York. It's 100% happened. So don't sleep on it. Not just about the snow here. A tornado can set down for sure. We've seen it happen. There was this water spout that happened. What was it, last year? That could have turned into a tornado downtown Buffalo. A lot of people were in those buildings. They didn't know what the hell was going on. But a lot of us got the updates. It was like, oh, there's something spinning down there. You might want to figure it out. So it can happen. It definitely can happen. But I think it's just, like I said, some lightning and some rain going through. But nothing here yet. So there you go. Giants at 4 p.m. today. Yeah. I mean, listen, there's been so much hype around Jackson Dart. I don't know if it's warranted. I don't know. He hasn't proven himself to me yet. And that's not saying that he ain't going to be good, but I'm just thinking that he's got to put in some more time. There's too much hype. It says Bills Mafia, Wrench Gang, and the family and Jay. Shout out to you, Eric. What up, man? What's going on with you? This is why I didn't go. Could be a very long day with weather delays. We'll see. So, hopefully we don't see this crazy weather because, we're supposed to get a bunch of rain and all that over the next 4 days. But hopefully we don't see it. Hopefully you guys keep it out there. Hopefully you keep it out there. But, it could definitely happen. It could definitely happen for sure as we're still under this weather delay. So there you go. How long do you think they're going to hold the game back due to lighting in the area? I mean, it varies, right? Sometimes it's 10 minutes, sometimes it's 20 minutes. It just all depends on how bad it is. That's pretty much all. Jeff King coming through again, ladies and gentlemen, with the $100 super chat, showing the love. Once again, this is Brian Allen. I tip my hat to you, sir, but there can only be one. Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go. Shout out to you, Jeff King, showing the love once again. And Brian Allen coming back, says all hail the king. Nice to see Mr. King here tonight, right? It feels good to have all of you in the building. Great day for a giveaway as well. Not only do I have the cards here today, but I got more stuff coming for y'all. I got jerseys coming. We're going to do some big things with the jerseys. I know how y'all feel about some of these rivalry jerseys and red jerseys and then the new jersey, the Pepsi jerseys. But guess what? I got a Pepsi jersey on the way. Authentic. It's going to be a great one. So I'm excited for that one as well. But this is a nice box of cards. So when we do the giveaway for this, like I said, I'm excited to see who takes it. I opened up the hobby box yesterday and I pulled a Sam Darnold autograph to 99. Amazing card. So, there's some good stuff in these boxes, and hopefully whoever wins gets a nice card. So we'll see. Shout out to Sassy coming through with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Says I'll put my 2 cents in. I mean, $5. Listen, I appreciate each and every one of you, no matter what you contribute to the channel. And I love each and every one of you, without a doubt. Robert says, bummer, I got Ice Cube in the team All-Star basketball game on CBS in Cleveland. Gonna try Buffalo CBS. Yeah, depending on where you are, you guys know how the region thing works. That's why they try to make you buy that Sunday ticket so you can have all the games, unless it's blacked out. Eric says, I am working on getting Jack Daniels to let me be their sponsor. Yo, listen. You should already be the sponsor, man. Like, you have been speaking about Jack for the last, 6 years, 5 years since you've been on the channel. You should be their spokesperson. Send them an email. Say, hey, listen, you can go check Jay's channel. I've been talking about you guys forever. Forever. Young, what up? G Young in the building. What's going on with you, bro? Good to see you. Perwink Dream says, I'm happy to be back. You get me through every season. Thank you. Shout out to you, Perwinkle. Much love, man. I'm glad to have all of you in the house. And here's to another season. I got Amazon 4K. I get everything. Just got to find it. Oh, you got that stick. All right, I see you. You gotta find that stick. I know. Yeah, Eric, it's been a long time. 6 years, man. Six strong seasons. Watching from Oak Ridge, Oregon. Hey, y'all, go Bills. Shout out to you. Let's go all the way from Oak Ridge in the house. Here y'all go. Let's go, Brian Allen coming through with the $200 super chat. He said, I could not be defeated today. Going through with the Bills Mafia forever, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to you, Brian Allen. Listen, I'm so mad Ric Flair is missing today. I'm gonna just have to do it. Woo! There we go. Shout out to you, Brian Allen, coming through with the 200. Keeping it going. All right. Bills Mafia forever. Dang, I gotta increase this size here. Gemini Don says, yo, what up? Only getting ready for football season. Literally around the corner. Getting excited for Coach Harbaugh will bring my Giants. Looking forward to the NFL season overall. Listen, I think, and I was just talking about Jackson Dart. Like I said, he's still got to prove himself. But I do think that Harbaugh coming over, that's going to be the uplift that, this team needs. I do think that, having a coach like Harbaugh, he's going to, pour into those guys and make sure that, they're playing at an elite level in that defense as well. I do think that Harbaugh made a good decision going over to the Giants, and, we'll see what happens. Shout out to Tech coming through with the $4.99 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Shout out to you, Tech. I appreciate you. Tyrone in the building. Big T in the house. Let's go. We are under a weather delay, ladies and gentlemen. We're currently under a weather delay. We've been under it for the last 15 minutes. So hopefully, this weather moves fast and we can, continue this game, because for right now, we've been under a weather delay. Teams are back in the locker room and trying to stay out of the lightning. That's what's been going on. So we're just waiting. For right now. Make sure that you keep hitting that like, hit that thumbs up. And of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe, click that bell, turn on your notifications so that way you don't miss a stream. Today, we got a giveaway for you guys. 2026 Topps Flagship Football. Try to say that 3 times fast. 2026 Topps Flagship Football Mega Box. We're doing a giveaway at halftime. if we make it there from this delay. We'll do it regardless, but I want to try to do it during halftime. So we got that for you guys today. Make sure you are subscribed and make sure you lock it in. What do we got? What do we got? Let's see here. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Allen has gifted 10 J Reason gift memberships. He has gifted 10 memberships to the channel. Shout out to Robert for becoming a member. Sassy has became a member. Let's go. Let's see here. That is Wood 1878 has became a member. We got let's see. I can't see this. Okay, there we go. Ocean Drives is also a member now, and Retro Conservatives 6609 is now a member. So shout out to all the new members of the channel. Welcome to the family. And shout out to Brian Allen for gifting 10 people a membership to become a member of the family. We also got Tyrone. Hold on. Dang, I can't see it. There we go. Flan. And of course, what is that? Bruno 6090 for being a member as well, as we keep it going. And Jeff King coming through once again with another $100 super chat. Ladies and gentlemen, the boys is going off. They're going off today. I see y'all. Since Mr. Allen is doing that TLC on me and creeping up on me, I appreciate that style, Mr. Allen. Man after my own heart. We can't take this with us, my friend. Much respect, sir. Shout out to you, Jeff King. You know what? And that resonates. And like I said, I appreciate each and every one of you, but that resonates today because I heard that message. I heard that message today at the funeral. We can't take it with us. And y'all know I love sharing with y'all just like y'all love sharing with me. So I appreciate each and every one of you as we get through this lightning delay. Shout out to you, Jeff and Brian. Holding down the channel. You guys have been here for years, holding it down along with everyone else. And I appreciate all of you guys like family. 75,000 subscribers. Make sure you join up. Make sure you do subscribe. And of course, hit that like, hit that thumbs up. We got a giveaway for you guys today. The Topps flagship mega box. It's going to be a great one. I do have some Pepsi jerseys on the way. So make sure you're here for that as well. It's going to be great. Audio video is crackling and not syncing up. Is it me or anyone else? Ooh, am I too loud? Let me turn it down a little bit. Is that better? Is that audio better? Let me know. I feel like I was peaking a little bit, but I was excited. It could have been just me. We got a weather delay update. It's going to be at 1:45 p.m., y'all. Currently 1:28, so we got about 15 minutes. And I am currently under a severe weather watch, severe thunderstorm watch. It'll be in effect 9 p.m. So it looks like whatever's going on out there is going to happen here. So thanks, Sassy. Thank you for sharing your weather with us here in New York, because it looks like it's going to be here by 9 p.m. So I appreciate it. Oh, man. All right. 1:45 for the update. 1:45. So we got 15 minutes for the update. 15 minutes. I'm hearing it break up too, Jay, but the break makes me think it's more of a weather signal thing on your end. Robert says, you guys must have insider trade secrets in the stock market. God bless you, Jeff, Mr. Allen. We don't talk about those things here. I'm not sure. Eric says it's better. So let me know. Let me know if it's better, because some are saying it's better, some are saying it's the same. Greg says, thanks for commentating the game. It's not shown in my region. No problem, man. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Says I'm hearing breakup too, but the breakup makes me think it's more of a weather signal thing. Is anybody else having audio issues from me? I hear the audio getting worse for me. Crackling getting worse. Crackling me too. Okay. Let's see. I'm wondering if I'm going to try to fix something. Hold on. And you guys let me know if it's better. Quick shout out to the new subscribers. I do thank you. Welcome to the channel. Let's see. Where is my audio? Audio. All right. Rode. Let me try to mix this to mono. Down mix to mono. All right. How about now? Is that better? Y'all know I'll be trying to give you the best experience I can. Let me know if the audio is better. Much better? Well, there we go. I just had to down mix it to mono. There we go. All right, we're good now. We're good now. I think the problem was it was on one channel. Or no, it was on stereo instead of mono mix because, listen, I'm not an audio engineer, but I do know something, right? I think the signal was mixed to stereo, but it should have been mono inside of whatever so that whatever's not peeking through the road into from because I have enhancer on this thing, and then I've got some stuff going on in the background, and then the road's processing the signal, and then the signal's coming through to the computer. You guys know all that stuff. So there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Brian Allen coming through once again, gifting another 10 memberships, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Look at that. Look at all the new family members. Welcome to the family, y'all. Shout out. Give a big shout out to Brian Allen. He has gifted 20 memberships out to the channel. So welcome to all the new family members. Listen, it's going to be a great season. We do giveaways, jerseys, cash, cards. Today we're giving away 2026 flagship football mega box. So make sure that if you are not, make sure you do subscribe. We have a great time here, family-friendly channel, always a good vibe, and all are welcome. So make sure you share this with your friends and your family as well as we get through this weather delay. We should have an update here in about 1:45, so about 13 more minutes. 13 more minutes. So here we go. Audio is not in line with the video. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm on my Mac. I'm probably going to switch over to my PC because my Mac, I don't know, it's been having some issues. I don't know why. It's an M4. It should be doing absolutely great, but it's not. So we're going to switch back. See, this is why I love to get started with preseason, right? I'm just like the teams. It gets me ready for all these issues and things I got to fix. So it's like, all right, yep, I got to go back to the PC because the Mac's giving me issues and I can't have that. So yeah, we'll deal with it for today. And then looks like, yeah, it's still raining. Still raining. So we're just waiting to see if this weather is going to get better. But they're showing the severe weather rolling through. Severe weather is rolling through. And now my chat isn't. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see what's going on now. Okay. Still. So, but okay, but it is better. All right. Well, use the phone. It's like just call it in, Jay. Just use the phone. Use the phone. Okay, yeah, it's loud. I see it. I'm peaking. Let me know if I am better now. I shouldn't be peaking anymore. Am I still crackling? I dropped it down substantially. So, and I'm looking at the levels. I'm way under the red now. Hopefully that fixes the Rice Krispies. Hopefully. Can you hear me now? It's like the old Verizon commercials. We're still raining. I'm at the game. Okay, Eric. Dang. New room? No, same room. Same room. Audio is now in and out. What is going on? This is crazy. I don't know if I should switch from my SSL or switch from the road to the SSL or what. But now it's in and out? We didn't have this problem last week, so I'm not liking this right now. I'm really not. I might just switch to the phone. I might just switch to the phone audio. All right, let me try to unmix it now. And see if that works. All right, how we doing? Y'all know I got OCD, so when y'all say something wrong, we gotta fix it. All right, how about now? I'm glad we're doing this during the weather delay. So it's kind of funny that the PC's coming back. Yeah, the PC's got to come back. You spill a drink on your mixer? DJ Gene, no, I did not. I did not spill a drink on the mixer. Is it better now? Yes. Says now it's chanting Tom Brady is beautiful princess. What? That's crazy. Volume's a bit low. Now it's too low. I don't know. I don't know what to do. We were fine last week on the same setting, so I don't get it. I don't get it. It may be this crazy weather, unfortunately. It may just be crazy weather. So it's not better. It says, I still hear it, Jay. All right. I didn't want to do it, but I'm probably going to have to do it. And the problem is, I don't know how good this is going to work. But I'm going to do it while we're still in delay. I still have time. All right. I'm going to switch. I'm going to switch to my SSL. Uno momento. Now, we got audio. And let's see how this one sounds. I've switched to the SSL now. Now, my problem with this is I know things get a little louder. So let me know if this is better. We have switched to the SSL. Shout out to you, Purple. Bernie says yes. Are we good? Are we good? Volume. All right, I'm gonna go up a little bit more, a little bit more. I don't want to peak. We good? Now I probably should mix this to mono because I'm on one channel. So let's see. All right, how we doing? We have sound. Are we good? Let me know as we get through this weather delay. The road has been turned off and now we're on the SSO. Even though I don't like using it, but if I have to, I will. Low, it's still crackling? Sound is good, but still crackling. What the hell? All right, so I don't know. I really don't know. Hmm. So it's got to be something else. It's got to be the internet. I'm assuming. Because, like I said, last week we were fine. So this could just be a 1 week thing. It says more volume. It says I can deal with the delay, but this volume is too low. All right, so the volume's too low. All right, so we're going to go higher with the volume. How about now? We are under severe thunderstorm warning still. There's got to be like probably like the static all in the air that's causing this issue. Because like I said, we didn't have any issues last week. Everything was fine. As we're 4 minutes away from the update. How about now, y'all? Because now I'm peaking. I'm right at like the red line. Let me know. And I think I should be able to fix this syncing problem. I think I fixed it. I think I did. StreamYard, no, I'm on Streamlabs, which I absolutely hate. I'm probably gonna switch back over to OBS because Streamlabs is just it's not fun. It has to be the weather. I was in Rockland County last week and it rained 4 days back there. Yeah, game is still delayed. Yeah. When you turn up the volume, crackling gets louder too. Bring down the volume. Volume good, but clipping. It's like I can't find a happy medium. You have a way, can to confirm it's making output issue or sound. I do. All right, let's see. See if it's me or something else. All right. Audio. Yeah, I don't hear any crackling, y'all. My sound sounds perfectly normal through the SSL. So whatever crackling you're hearing, it's either the computer, the internet, or something, some other interference because I hear my voice and I sound just like how I normally would. No issues. It says your sound great and your video is on time. So are we good? Still crackling. Well, I know the video's fixed now. I turned off buffering. So the sync problem's fixed. Now we just have this audio problem. Um, I'm thinking maybe I should, instead of going through this hub, I will switch. I think if I switch the Eric's is good here. Nailed it. Reload. Reload the stream. The problem is I would completely have to start it over. That's the issue. So I'm trying to avoid that. But if I absolutely have to, I will. But like I said, I hear myself through the SSL and I sound completely fine. There's no crackling. There's no issues. And now the camera thing is fixed. So we're almost there. We're almost there. Can I send you a universal audio interface? No joke. Yeah, if that would solve my issues, because it seems like the Rode and the SSL is not working. But like I said, if I'm on my PC, I don't have an issue. Right now I'm on my Mac, so it could just be this Mac. I don't know. Could be the issue. If everything was on the same last week, it has to be something different causing it, like the weather. It's different this week. That's why I said I'm using the same exact setting that we did last week. And I just switched from the Rode to the SSL, and crackling's still happening. I don't hear it in my headphones, but you guys hear it. So it has to be through my internet or through the weather, whatever's going on. But I don't hear it. So um, we're still under this delay, and we are currently past the 145 mark. So I'm just trying to see if we're going to get some kind of an update here. Shout out to you, James. What up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Says you have my processing inserted in your mix bus. Do you have any processing? No. Now since I've taken out the I basically turned off the Rode and I switched over to the SSL. There's nothing going on. It's a straight raw signal. So the delay is because of lightning. My Disney Plus stream. Okay. Says, did you look at the new stadium? I was there. I didn't go. My wife went. She said it looked cool, but I didn't go. I heard a lot of bad stuff about some angles and different seats and stuff like that, but I didn't have a chance to go. Yeah, the time delay is crazy. It's crazy. If you're gonna have tech issues, this is the perfect time, right? Exactly. So, like I said, I'm probably just gonna go back to the PC from now on because we can't be having sound issues. Yeah, I know. I love a pristine stream. We've been doing this for 6 years. This is rookie stuff. Um, said delayed because Jay is so fly. Listen, I don't know. Stuff's going on today. A lot of stuff's going on today, for sure. Says it's better now. All right, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. It could be the internet. I don't know. So, season ticket holder, and my seats suck. How much did you pay? Because I know the P&L went up, but how much did you pay for the tickets, and where are you sitting as we wait? This is a very long delay. The game started at 1, right? So the game started at 1. It's currently 1:49. They played about what, 10, 15 minutes? They played 10, 15 minutes before the delay happened. So technically, we've only seen about what there. I mean, there was actually 13 minutes and 11 seconds left of actual first quarter time, but we watched about 15 minutes of the game um, when it started. So we've been like this for about going on 35 minutes. 35 minutes. Says, I can't wait for the Packers Bills. That's going to be a good one for sure. Stream says game is suspended. I'm still on delayed. Unless I need to refresh. I'm still on delayed. Let me try to refresh. Hold on. Yeah, I'm still delayed. So, and unfortunately, I think we had this happen one time before, but it was short. It was only like 15 minutes. It was never this long. Never this long. It says that includes some of the away games. 800. Wait, that was for the P&L or just the actual seats itself? Shout out to you, Robert. This is game check on my New York Yankees about our new soon-to-be superstar George Lombard Jr. Listen, he's been on a mission lately. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of him for sure. Shout out to George balling over there with the Yankees. They keep flip flopping from delayed to suspended. Looks like the game is about to resume. Says I am at the game. It didn't say suspended. Well, what are we doing? What are we doing? We got a game. We got a game here. What's going on? I think this is the longest weather delay though that we've actually streamed. 15, 20 minutes, and then the game's only back on. But it goes back to what I said before. There needs to be a dome, right? Buffalo should have a dome. You spent $2.2 billion on a stadium. It should have been a dome. Now I get, the home field advantage of being cold and playing in the snow, and there's a few stadiums that has that, right? Miami's got it. It's hot. You got to deal with the heat, the humidity. Then, you go out to the Cowboy Stadium. The sun's on your face. You're going down a certain side of the field. And for the Bills, it's the snow and playing in the cold, right? But, when you have an open stadium, like the Browns and the Bills, these are the kind of things that happen. And that's why I've been kind of preaching on the fact that, hey, like even like the Bills Stadium, hey, should have been a dome. Should have been a dome. So, since I hear the stadium seats suck because of all the rails and windows in the way. Yeah, there's been a lot of complaints about that. And for the most part, from what I've seen, it's been warranted. I think it's been warranted because one of the biggest problems is you're looking at the secondary seats that were sold, right? Or the secondary tickets that were sold. And so some people are like, okay, I just paid $1,200 for me and my kid or me and the spouse or whatever to come watch the game. And now we're sitting behind some glass and it's like in front of a walkway. Now, don't get me wrong, you can miss plays and things like that from people just walking by you. But this thing is just, I think, a little bit more of an issue than normal. But it looks like the field is clear. So the word is they're going to get back on the field shortly. So here we go, y'all. Here we go. Says that stadium won't last too long, which is really unfortunate, right? $2 billion. Retractable roof. Yeah. Well, the question is, how much does that cost? Right? How much would a retractable roof cost? Um, at this time, right? You've already spent 2.2 billion. I'd probably say a retractable roof would cost about what? At least another 300, 300 million, 200 million. I don't know. I'm sure it's a lot though, for sure. Sure it's a lot. Says he gave them out all the teammates. Says you know you made it in New York when says you have a T-shirt made up for you. Um, yeah, in the city, those guys they're pretty good at that. You go down to like Canal Street and all that. They'll make shirts for you, all that kind of stuff. Ravens scored. Well, at least somebody's scoring. NFL Lightning Protocol is 30 minutes of no lightning strikes. Yeah, it just seems like this one was a little longer though for some reason. Maybe we're just impatient and want to see these Bills and these Browns play. So, but it looks like the game will resume shortly. It will resume shortly. So yeah. All right. George of the Jungle. Is that the new slogan now for George Lombard? His cards have actually went crazy too over the last month, along with Pete Crow Armstrong for the Cubs. He's been balling too. Those Cubs are doing really really good right now. So shout out to Pete Crow Armstrong. I got a few of his rookie cards, and they've started to do really good, really good. So Jay, what do you think of us getting DJ Moore? Um, I think it was a good pickup. I think you needed a solid veteran who's going to be able to go out there and have chemistry with Josh and kind of like be that go-to playmaker that he needs. And I'm not saying that Khalil Shakir isn't that person, but I do think he needed one more. And having a veteran like DJ Moore made sense. We've seen the link up in the preseason, and we kind of seen him during camp. But I think preseason was a real good idea of what we can expect. Barring everyone stays healthy. Um, I think it's a good idea. You know, hopefully, nothing happens. They stay healthy, and DJ Moore is not really a diva like a Stephon Diggs, but he's got the talent and the skill set to go out there and make big plays and get down the field and catch the balls, and that's what Josh Allen needs. Uh, says Rico says, "What's going on with the game?" So it was delayed, but we should be starting back momentarily, as it looks like the players will be back out on the field soon. They'll most likely have to re-warm up, and then we'll get back to the game. We'll get back to the game. So yeah, but don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we still do have the giveaway today for the Tops 2026 flagship football mega box. So make sure you stick around. If you're not already, make sure you do subscribe for that. The game will be going on. All right, the game must go on, and we'll do that giveaway at halftime. So make sure that you are subscribed for that. I'm in the construction business. Retractable roof would have been okay. Hoko gave them 800 M's. Why didn't she ask for it to bring in more revenue to Buffalo year round? That's a great question, right? I mean, you can kind of tell that they've made the roof extend over some of the seats, right? It's not as open as the old Rich Stadium was. So how much more would that have cost, right? Like I said, I'm thinking maybe another 200 to 300, you know. But I do think that the powers that be or whatever board that decided the designs on the stadium are like, hey, we want our home field advantage. We want the snow. We want the cold. And I said this before. Listen, sometimes I love the snow, right? I'm looking out the window. I got a nice cup of hot cocoa, with the lady, and the snow's coming down, or it's Christmas Day and the snow's coming down. Do I want to sit outside of the Bills Stadium watching the Bills in 10-degree weather while there's, crazy amounts of snow coming down? No, I don't. You know, um, when I was younger, yeah, it was fun. It was cool. Now that I'm older, that cold sits in these bones. For my seasoned and mature people, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Once that cold sits in your bones, it's a whole different animal out there. So and do I want to pay $1,000 per ticket to do that as well? That's the other thing. No, I don't. If the tickets are worth it, maybe. But am I gonna pay $1,000 to sit out there and freeze and deal with the snow? No. Now you give me a dome, yeah, I could be there in December and pay that money and have a good time. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to you, Jeff. Says, my friends, here's my take on the stadium. You're never going to make everyone happy. It's just the way it is. If people don't like their seats, nobody's twisting their arms to buy them. Oh, I agree. I agree 100%. I do think that people don't realize that a lot of the ticket prices are because of the season ticket holders trying to make what they spend back on the P&Ls, and then obviously make a buck. We get it. Capitalism. The whole situation as far as with sitting behind a pillar and you can't see the whole field, or sitting behind the glass and you're trying to watch plays happen behind the glass. That is could be a design flaw, but also I think now that people know where these seats are, that's going to affect how much people are actually willing to pay for those tickets now. But if you just paid for a ticket for, a preseason game or a scrimmage, and you show up at the stadium, you're all excited, and now you're sitting behind this concrete column and you can't see the field, and you paid $800 for this ticket, you're going to feel some kind of way. But I think now that people know where those seats are, those ticket prices for those areas will probably come down, and then it may be worth someone, or worth the price or the value for someone to actually do it just to be at the game and have a good time. That's my take on it. So there isn't snow on the ground in December. It isn't a Buffalo home game. I agree. Shout out to you, James. Says they make my money when it says, hey, I make my money when it snows. Hey, listen, a lot of people do. I get it. A lot of the landscapers and the snowplow guys, they make a lot of money. So we got the weather update. It says the game resumes at 2:15. So 13 minutes from now, the game will resume. And I gotta get a snack. I gotta get a snack, y'all. Boy, Jay's a little hungry. A little hungry. Says, is all that glass engineered to keep the winds away from the fans during some of them cold days? I don't know. You could be right. Right? All the people who are upset about it now realize, like, hey, the glass is there to, protect you from the wind that's going to come in the next 2-3 months. So while you were complaining about it, we had you in mind. Shout out to you, Reggie. What up, man? Reggie in the building. This is what up, Jay from Detroit. We said hi from the 7 mile west to east. Shout out to you, Reggie. Much love to Detroit in the building. Let's go. So 2:15 will be game time, as we'll be back to the first quarter with 13 minutes and 11 seconds left. We got a lot of football left. That is for sure, as we prepare to get back to the game. With that said, make sure you guys hit that like, hit that thumbs up if you have not already. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe, click that bell, turn on your notifications. That way you don't miss a stream, as well as we get prepared to get back to it. So Jeff King says, I agree with that, but my point is they definitely aren't doing it over. It is what it is. Oh, yeah, I agree. There's no way that whatever complaints, they're going to be like, you know what? Let's get in there and take down all that glass and fix those concrete pillars. It's going to cost us probably another, few $100,000 to do. No, the stadium is in full. We need to get money back in mode. So you're going to keep paying your $20 for a beer, your $30 for a shot, and you're going to love it, no matter where you sit, because we got to get some money back. We got to get some money back. Shout out to you, Purple. So the Bears are moving to Indiana. Yeah, I wonder how the Bears fans feel about that. Right, the Indiana Bears. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I just ate some sliced thin pepperoni. Ooh, with the crackers, a little pepper jack cheese. Mmm. You got to put it on those what's those one crackers? The garlic herb joints with the nice crack to it. Mmm. Get your little garlic herb cracker, some pepper jack cheese with the pepperoni. Wow. That sounds amazing right now. Sounds amazing. What's the time clock? Should be 13:11 when we come back. Currently, it's 2:05 p.m. Eastern Standard, so we got 10 minutes. 10 minutes until the game starts. Taxed to death. I agree. Everywhere. That's for sure. Bears with a new stadium. They can pay for it. Well, they're going to get all that new Indiana money now as well, right? So you're getting the Chicago fans, you're getting the Indiana fans, and you got a whole new revenue stream that's going to be coming in now. So you know how that goes. All for the almighty dollar. Almighty dollar. With that said, y'all, we currently have 22 likes. Let's try to get that up to 30. We need 8 more likes, 8 more thumbs up to get to that 30 mark. So if you have not, make sure that you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. I do appreciate the love and support as we keep it going. Everything's moving super slow. So yeah, I'm definitely moving over to back to the PC for the season. This little Mac experiment did not work the way that I thought it would. So we are going back to the PC for sure. So don't worry. Next next week will be our Thursday. Next Thursday, we'll be back here on the PC. And everything will be running smooth and efficient like normal. So there you go. Streamlabs is just not it. I don't know why on PC, but Streamlabs just has its problems, and that's it. So there we go. So we're getting ready to get back to the game. Weather delay is almost over, as we have about 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes to go as we prepare to get back to it. It says, now that's an issue that wasn't there before. Okay. It says Colby Jack. Okay, I like Colby Jack. Talk about food. Listen, I'm hungry. I can't do it. I can't. If I keep going down that path, I'm gonna be a little hangry during the game. Shout out to you, Angela. Says we're having lay down food, purple whole peas, jalapeno, hot water cornbread, and fried chicken wings. Now listen, I've heard about this hot water cornbread. What is that? I've heard the phrase before, but I don't know what it is. I never had it before. What's the difference between that and regular cornbread? Is it just like the way that it's cooked? Rico, what up? So let's go Buffalo. Shout out to you, George. What up, man? George Tucker in the house. Shout out to the family in the building. Let's go. Let's go. Says I stopped going to live games in 2010. I love my oversized recliner. Shout out to you, Jeff. Recliner heat and says DoorDash clicker in the hand. There we go. Yeah. How much money is DoorDash making right now? it has to be an obscene amount of money. I can't tell you how many times I get DoorDash because I got stuff going on, or I'm busy, and the wife's busy, and we just ain't got time to cook because stuff going on and the kids and all that. They're making money hand over fist. And you know what they did? They made us all lazy. That's what DoorDash did. They made us all lazy, and now they're reaping the benefits of it. There was a time where I go in the kitchen, no matter what, I whip up a whole meal. 4 course, 5 course. We talking asparagus, potatoes, Texas toast, nice big T-bone, apple pie on the side, ice cream, right? I'd have made a whole ensemble. Now, I guess I'll just get the Chinese, or I'll order some sushi like Jeff. Order some sushi. Little California roll, little shrimp tempura. Oh man, what happened, y'all? What happened? Says, is there a possibility that the 48 volt phantom power got turned on? A line mic input to your mixer. That's possible. Because I do have a sound enhancer on here, and I do have the 48 volt phantom on. But we should be good, because I turned off the line. I turned off the line input, and now it's just a 48 volt. So, shout out to you, Mark. I have never once ordered DoorDash. Really? Wow, okay. Sass is hanging in there. Screen just went white. All right. What is going on? Okay. Eric says shots for the Bills. There we go. Bills fan here for 35 years. Shout out from the Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Louisiana in the house, Baton Rouge. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We are almost ready to get back to the game after a long weather delay. Literally about an hour of a delay. They did a weather delay at 1:15. We're starting back here at 2:15, which is going to be in the next 3 minutes as we prepare to get started. So with that said, make sure you guys keep hitting that like, hit that thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. Click that bell, turn on your notifications so way you don't miss a stream. We got a giveaway for you guys today. 2026 Topps Flagship Football Mega Box, 120 cards. All the new rookies: Fernando Mendoza, Carnell Tate, Ty Simpson, Carson Beck could be in this box, and it could be yours. So make sure you are subscribed. Hit that like, hit that thumbs up. We'll do a giveaway during halftime. So make sure you guys lock it in as we prepare to get back to the game. Says, my kid is a big fan of DoorDash. That's what I'm saying. Right? It made people lazy. That is for sure. It made people lazy, man. Crazy stuff. Lions scored. Shout out to you, Purple. Yeah, like I said, I'm just not at this point I've started to slow down. Started to see like DoorDash was becoming a problem, right? And just like any other addiction, food is definitely an addiction, for sure. As a smart man, my accountant cures DoorDash every month. Shout out to you, Jeffy. I had to slow it down real quick. I'm like, it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. Let me go ahead and go to the grocery store and go ahead and get these steaks and this asparagus and this broccoli. But, I mean, we touching all kinds of stuff. They had the crazy food recalls and stuff. You got to watch all your food now. You got to watch your lettuce, your jalapenos, your blueberries. You can't even go to the store now and not get the eggs. Now you got to know what's going on with the eggs and what brand you can get. Unfortunately, it's only certain states that are affected by that. But I take that with a grain of salt because, you have 12 million eggs recalled. That's not just like, isolated thing. I mean, I think they're trying to keep it isolated, but y'all know we are tinfoil hat gang. But here we go. Finally, we don't got to talk about food anymore, at least for now. We get back to the game. It's 1st and 10 here for these Bills. 13-11 on the clock after a long weather delay. And we are back ready to go. Kyle Allen still in at quarterback. 1st and 10 for the Bills. 1st and 10 for the Bills. Football is back. And here we go. All right. Screen is good. Field is good. All right. Everything's good. Everything is good. All right. So here we go. 1st and 10. As Bills drawing up the play, Kyle Allen back under center. Davis at the back. 15 seconds on the play clock. We have motion. As Allen takes the snap, this is going to be a play action. Has time, looking, throws left side. That's going to be caught. Nice pickup, as this will be a gain here of about 13 yards for Sherfield. 1st down Bills. 1st down Bills. All right, we are back at it after a long wait. People can hire a private chef for the amount of money they spend on delivery food. Hire me. I take culinary and hotel restaurant management. Let's go. Shout out to you, Sassy. Sassy said, listen, you don't got to pay DoorDash. You could just hire me. I'll come take care of you. As the Bills go back to the run here, they'll pick up about 5, maybe 6 on the ground. It's going to lead to 2nd down. 2nd down. Game's on. Game is on. What up? Since 1925, what's going on with you? As it's now 2nd and 4. Bills pick up 6 on the ground as Davis in the game now on the run. Kyle Allen back under center. The Browns show 4 at the line. We have motion. This is going to be another toss left side here. Tries to break through, and it's going to be a little short of the first. Picks up maybe 2 on the carry. 3rd and short here coming up as we just passed the 11-minute, 30-second mark. We had a 1-hour weather delay, but we are now back on the field with these Bears and these Browns. 3rd down. 3rd down. It says, raise your eggs. Listen, I already told the wife I want to get a little farm, right? Get a goat, get some chicken, some hens, and a cow, right? 3rd and 3 as Kyle Allen rolls out right side, fakes the throw, throws right side end zone, and that is going to be incomplete. There's also a flag down on the field. Looks like it's going to be on the defense for pass interference, which is going to push them to 1st and goal. Bills. I want to get, cut some chickens, get a little coop, and, get a goat for the goat cheese, and, you get you some goat milk and a cow as well. Right? Jay trying to do a little bit of homesteading, trying to grow my own food. Let the wife do the garden stuff. A lot of people scared to get their hands dirty. Jay is not scared to get his hands dirty. Here we go. 1st and goal. As it's going to be a handoff. Davis up the middle, and he is going to be just short. Almost there, but it's going to be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal. Jay, you said Bears and Browns. Sorry, Bills and Browns. My bad, y'all. I'm so excited to be here. For some reason, I was thinking about what Purple said about those Indiana Bears. Those Indiana Bears. All right, here we go. 2nd and goal for the Bills. As Kyle Allen back under center. Davis still in the backfield. They go to the handoff once again, and he gets pushed back. Brown saying no. And this will lead to 3rd and goal. Goal line defense saying, no, we will not let you pass. And that's 3rd and goal. Football is back. What up, Shante? Good to see you. Good to see you. So excited. Me too. Glad you're back. So here we go. 3rd and goal. Bills trying to punch it in, and they will run it in this time. And he gets it. Touchdown, Bills. Ray Davis, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard runs, finally punches it in, and the Bills get on the board. Pending the extra point, it's going to be 7-0. 7-0. Spear through the defense. That is exactly what Ray Davis just did. Touchdown, Bills. And let's see what they decide to do here. Do they take the extra point or go for 2? No, they go take the extra point. Score is now 7-0 with 9 minutes and 32 seconds left in the first quarter. There it is. There it is. All right. Take a shot for the Bills. Mr. Jack Daniels himself. All right. So Bills started it off strong after the 1-hour weather delay. They come back on the field, get a score, and it is now 7-0. Browns up next. This is Yankees down 1-0 early. They took, says that took bag is hard behind you. Oh, the book bag. Yeah. I love that bag. I've had it for a while now. Actually, my daughter put me onto that bag. She was showing me all these kind of cool book bags that she wanted. I was like, yo, I want one of them joints too. Cause I'd be like, traveling and I need to take stuff, equipment, laptop, camera and stuff. And I bought her joint and I bought that joint. I really like it. It's nice. Really nice. All right, here we go. 9 minutes and 32 seconds here left in the first quarter. Bills score on a 1-yard run-in by Ray Davis, and the Bills will kick it back to the Browns. And this will be taken here from about the 5. Hits that right side and will get taken down at about the 35. 1st and 10 for your Cleveland Browns, ladies and gentlemen. It is football season. Can't leave my shots. I feel you. It says correction on that T-shirts for George. It reads George of the Concrete Jungle. I like that. I think George Lombard Jr. is going to be a sensation for the Yankees for sure, without a doubt. Aaron Judge obviously is he's in a different caliber, but you definitely need a new spark over there, and I think George will be that new spark. As this is going to be a catch here left side for about 7 yards on the play. Getting it going early. 2nd down. Shout out to Miss Pittsburgh. What up? What's going on with you? Says Commander scored. All right. So 2nd and 2 after the 8-yard catch. We're now down to 9 minutes here in the first quarter. 10 seconds on the play clock as we have motion. This is going to be a handoff right up the middle, picking up good yardage and a 1st down. As that's going to be about 8. Sanders on the carry, the running back. So finally we get back after the weather delay. Bills score. Now we're seeing the offense, which we haven't seen yet from the Browns in this game, but now they're on the field. You get a quick pass and a run, and now the Browns have a 1st down here at the 49, 51, 49, as this is going to be a nice play fake here, and Watson's going to hit that left side for no gain. Sanders is in. So you got both the Sanders quarterback and Sanders, the running back, in. And that's going to be no gain on the scramble for Sanders, the quarterback. It says, I hate to speak the unthinkable, friends, but when is the organization going to take a serious look at a good backup quarterback because I'm sorry, but this man isn't it. I hate saying it, but it's the truth. You got no love for Kyle Allen, huh? He said there's only room for one Allen on this team. We got to find somebody else. 2nd and 8 as they go back to the run here right up the middle, as this will be a pickup of about 6, at least to third and short. Third and short. I still think, Mitchell Trubisky was a good backup, right? I think he was a good backup. He knew the system. He worked well when, it was needed. And I think that would have made sense, but them deciding to go back with Kyle Allen, I don't know. I don't get it. But, I'm going to reserve my comments for now. Here we go. 3rd and 3 as Sanders, little toss to the left side. And this will be another 4 yards in the run for the running back Sanders, leading to a 4th down situation. Says, what in outfield, belly left fielder, Spencer Jones, CF, and Judge and RF are right field next year. If they don't sign Grissom next year, okay, enough baseball today. The Yankees have been having their problems, man. They got to get the chemistry back, right? They got to get that magic back, that Yankees magic, as we get back to it. 4th and 2, the Browns at the 41. They're going to go for it. Sanders has time. High throw. That's going to be caught on the 4th and 2. Plenty of time. Gets it over to Whitehart, and that's going to be a 1st down for the Browns. Too much time in the pocket as this Buffalo defense not able to break through, allowing Sanders to feel comfortable and get that pass off, leading to a big play. 1st down for the Browns. 1st down. So it's time for the defense to assert their dominance. They didn't on that play. 1st and 10 for these Browns. They go back to the run. Once again, left side cuts back in and will pick up about 3, maybe 4. They'll call it 2nd down. Lions just scored. I want to try to get back up the scroll for you guys, or the ticker, during halftime after we do the giveaway. But we'll see. We'll see. All right. 2nd and 7 for these Browns. We're now down to 5 minutes and change here in the first quarter. 8 seconds on the play clock. Sanders back under center. Running back Sanders in the backfield. We have motion. Play action. Sanders tosses on the screen. Left side. Plenty of space. Gets going for another big play. This connection here between the two Sanders, as that's going to be for 11 yards. 1st and 10. 10-7 Lions. Okay. How do we feel about Jared Goff this year? Right? It seemed like he had everything that he wanted or could want in a defense and an offense. And Dan Campbell, the mad scientist, as they're going to go back to the run here up the middle, gain of about 7, leading to 2nd and 3. As it looks like this Bills defense is just allowing this Browns team or this Browns offense to do whatever they want to do. Right? They went for it on 4th and 2, got a big play to the tight end, and now the running back has him in a situation 2nd and 4 in scoring position. In scoring position, Geno Smith 7 for 7, 69 yards. Okay. Geno, as they go back to the run here. Finally, Bills making a stop behind the line of scrimmage. That's a loss of about 4. This leads to 3rd down. Jackson coming up the middle, making a stop. As we were just talking about that, stop letting these guys just do whatever they want to do. Get a good stop in the back, and that's how you get this defense motivated and start a spark. 3rd down. Says, when Jeter retired, so did I from New York baseball. There will never be another Jeter or that entire crew. Yeah, I agree. Uh, as Sanders throws high end zone, that's going to be caught. He's wide open. My goodness. That's going to be a touchdown for the Browns. Nobody's over there. You got to be kidding me. So who blew the coverage? Wow. Just back there waiting for the ball, easy strike, and Sanders throws in a touchdown. Extra point is up. It's good. It's 7-7. I don't know. I don't know what I'm seeing today with this Bills defense. I don't like it. Last week, right, you're strong. You're getting some good stops. This week, you're having some trouble dealing with Sanders, and this running game is giving you guys some problems. Tie ball game, 7-7. 2:56 left in the first quarter. Quick timeout commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys hit that like, hit that thumbs up. Also, if you are new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe, click that bell, turn on your notifications so way you don't miss a stream. Today, we're going to be giving away 2026 Topps Flagship Mega Box. Make sure you are subscribed and hit that like, that thumbs up. We'll be giving away this box of cards during halftime. So make sure you are subscribed. Welcome to you all. Yeah, I don't like what I've seen out of that defense. Score 7-7. 7-7. Says, well, that crew and Joe Torre will never be duplicated. The core four will never be duplicated. That's a fact. I mean, Jeter, A-Rod. I mean, those guys were special duo. There's been so many different baseball players over the time that, we all remember. Canseco, Griffey, Alonzo, Ichiro. There's so many. You got Ohtani now, who's, considered to be the GOAT. You look at the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman, Max Muncy, Mookie Betts, all those guys. You got Pete Crow over there with the Cubs now, and Paul Skeens with Pittsburgh. A lot of these players who are making a name for themselves, but when you look at certain teams, like the Astros, Yankees, Blue Jays. So some of these teams get just the right amount of players and the right type of talent in their own era, and they're able to change the game of baseball. It's fun to see. It's fun to see for sure. But yeah, some teams, leave such an impression on a sport, you just won't see that kind of talent again. Some will come close, but they just won't be able to capture that magic. So, for sure. All right, quick timeout commercial break. Score is 7-7, 2:56 left in the clock here in the first quarter. The Browns strike on an open pass, open catch in the back of the end zone, tying up the game as the Bills will now get it back on the kickoff. Nice run all the way back down to about the 36, and that's where the Bills will start 1st and 10, ladies and gentlemen. Robert says Ohtani is great, but he has a gambling problem. Give him the Gambler's Anonymous number. Who else had a gambling problem in baseball? The other Pete, right? He had a real problem. But here we go, 1st and 10. 15 seconds on the play clock as Allen back under center, changing up the play here. I'm seeing 4 at the line for the Browns. 1 safety high as they go play action here. Allen in trouble, gets rid of it, and that is going to be caught for maybe a yard or two as he gets it over to James. 2nd down. Yeah, Pete Rose, he had a gambling problem too. In fact, didn't they take him out of the he lost his status or something like that, Pete Rose? I can't remember the exact story, but he had a major gambling problem. They stripped him of his titles and stuff like that. Sad stuff. You guys make millions and, have all the legacy behind you, and that greed becomes a problem. So here we go. 2nd and 8. 5 seconds on the play clock. Snap is off. Allen in trouble. He goes down. He will get sacked. Big play for the Browns defense as Hall Jr. on the sack. And that's going to bring it back to 3rd and long for the Bills. Pete Rose got caught at it. Yeah. It's just how things go, unfortunately. They never learn. Look at the NBA. Here we go, 3rd and 17. 10 seconds on the play clock. 1:31 on the game clock as Allen back in the shotgun. 4 wideouts. Takes a snap. Has time. Looking. Throws right. That's going to be caught. Tries to make a move and will get thrown out of bounds. Well short of the first down marker. 4th and 7. And this will lead to a punt situation. Says, I picked the Broncos defense for fantasy football because they were good last season. Looks like I made a mistake. Jeff King, he's banned for life. Yeah. Could you imagine? Right? You are banned for life from the sport that you not only love, but, you contributed to. Crazy stuff. Bills punted away back to the Browns. And this will be brought back for a couple, taken all the way to the 13, looks like. But there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see. This looks like a holding call. And this will be on the kicking team. So there you go. Says, but it's a shame that the MLB waited until he was deceased to put him in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I don't want to start a whole, riot in here, but I'm going to do it anyways. Whether OJ did it or not, he made history on the football field. And to not include him in the stadium when he sat at Rich Stadium for as long as he did doesn't make sense to me. No matter what he did, the contributions on the football field stand still to this day. Now, these guys can do whatever they want to do and make their own decisions as far as at the stadium. But I just thought it was a little ridiculous to make that decision now, because if you would have did it however long ago, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, fine, whatever. But to do it now just because you have a new stadium doesn't really make sense. So here we go, 2nd and 9. Here goes somebody. Jay, we did it. He doesn't deserve to be at the new stadium. And I get that opinion. I get it, right? There's both ways to look at it. But I look at it from a football point of view. That's how I look at it. Says there's nothing a person could possibly do that would outweigh being a good football player. Definitely not saying that. I mean, that would be ridiculous. Without a doubt. I mean, we see it day and day with football players every year making bad decisions. Does that take away? Does that take away from their legacy of football? Absolutely not. Should they be held accountable for the things they've done as far as with their character and what's expected of them as a human being? Absolutely. But there has to be, to me, two ways that it's described and two ways that it's handled. So, Scorpion says, wild take. Listen, I get it. I totally get it. If you feel that he actually did something, right, regardless of whether or not he was found guilty, and you say, you know what, even though he wasn't found guilty, I know he did it. He put it in the book. He wrote it in the book. He shouldn't be on there. Okay. So then are you saying that everything that he did in football doesn't matter? And that should go away as well? I just want to know. Because then I think we're kind of picking and choosing everything at that point, right? What crime is what crime matters then? That we say, all right, we're going to start stripping everything from stats to awards to names on buildings, everything, depending on any crime, up into the most heinous of them. I think that's the question. It says Pete Rose coined the phrase Charlie Hustle, but as I always say, there is always a price to pay for everything. And OJ put Buffalo on the map. Never forget that, folks. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Don't get it twisted. I don't agree with anything that he was accused of. I mean, people should know that, right? We have a moral obligation to hold people accountable for things that they do. But there's also a question to be had. If you felt this way, why has his name been on Highmark Stadium and Rich Stadium for over 30 years? If that's the case, it should have been removed, which I also would have agreed with if it was done based on that back then. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to John Fina in the booth. He actually signed a car for me when I was a kid at Gershio's. Here we go. As this is going to be a handoff to the right side. Good pickup here for a first down for the Browns. Says, and I don't get Twisted Robert. He did it. However, it doesn't take away from what he did on the field. No one in today's baseball will ever pass Pete Rose hit title, and I feel Joe DiMaggio's 56-game hit streak will never be broken. So, as I always say, there's always a price to pay for everything. And OJ, oh yeah, put Buffalo on the map. So yeah, do I think that as this is going to be a run here from Sanders, you know, there's always a question of, do you think that this individual did it? I think that OJ was in a crime, did a crime of passion. I do think he did it. And it's really unfortunate because being a Buffalo fan and understanding Buffalo history, you understand how important his contribution was to Buffalo. But we all have to answer to God for our sins. And that's the reality of it. And I'm going to leave it at that. Leave it at that. So, 7-7, 13:37 left here in the second quarter as we keep it going. Shout out to you, Robert. 3rd and 6. Say, look at Jay making people mad. 3rd and 6 as we have motion. Sanders back in the shotgun, tosses left side out to the flat. That's going to be caught, makes a nice move, but will go down, picks up about 3 yards. And this will lead to 4th down at the Cleveland 24 and a punt away. Reginald says, rest in heaven, and the great Juice NFL legend was better than Barry Sanders and Deion Sanders. All right, now. See, I knew I was going to cause some trouble, but now we get a little crazy. Better than Barry Sanders and Deion Sanders? I might have to do a video on that one. That sounds a little crazy. Here we go. Browns will kick it away back to the Bills. And looks like this will go out of bounds at about the 28. First and 10 Bills. Especially the white Bronco jeans. So if you remember that Bronco chase, I watched it live as a kid, and I just remember seeing everybody was glued to the TV. Right, we all seen it live if you were around back then, and it was a really interesting time. You know, um, I think it was one of the most publicized things that I remember as a kid in my lifetime, and I always just sat there and I thought, why is this man? Why is this man driving down this freeway being chased by the police in his white truck? That's all I could think about as a kid. It was wild. It was a wild time for sure. Wild time for sure. So shout out to you, Patricia. Good to see you. Good to see you. Wrench Gang in the building. Let's go. Since there's been a few times. Jeff, you crazy, bro. Ah, says he was eating chicken with blue cheese while being chased. Go choose. What? He was eating buffalo wings in the Bronco while being chased. He's like, I just need y'all to hold on while I finish my wings. I'll stop after I finish my last wing. I gotta enjoy this last wing from Duff's. I gotta enjoy this blue cheese. Y'all crazy. Shout out to you, Patty. Good to see you. Good to see you. Rich Gang in the house. Oh man. Listen, you have to make light of everything. If you don't make light of almost everything, um, you're gonna be miserable. So, you have to make light of the good and the bad sometimes. As why is this all tangled up? I don't like that. All right. Says the most of the chicken. I'm starving, y'all. Like I said, I need duffs or something. I'm hungry. I gotta eat soon. We're getting ready for halftime soon, y'all. Giveaway on the way. Make sure you do subscribe. We're giving away that 2026 Topps flagship football mega box at halftime. Here we go. There's gonna be a handoff here up the middle, as there's a pickup of about 7 yards. It's now 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Um, yeah, Duff's does sound good right about now. Now, some of y'all, I know y'all like the flat or the soft chicken. I like my chicken with the crispy edges. Give me the wings with the crispy edges, and you know, I like some blue cheese, and I'm a little 10 piece. You know, 10 years ago, I could do a 20 piece, and I'm good. Now it's 10 piece. I can't do hot no more. Give me a nice medium with the blue cheese, and I'm good to go. I'm good to go. As Sherfield comes up short here, no gain on the play. It's still going to be 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. Same thing as Ray Lewis. He won't be remembered for the field, just for off the field. Nah, I don't think that's true. I think a lot of people remember Ray Lewis for everything he did on the field, for the most part. I really do. As Allen's going to be back in the shotgun here, 4 wideouts. The Browns bring 4. Pressure, looking, throws right down the middle, broken up, incomplete. And that's going to lead to 4th down for the Bills at their 34, and they'll punt it away once again. So these are the kind of situations that I assume you're looking at Kyle Allen and saying, hey, if something were to happen to Josh Allen, if Josh Allen did need a game or two from, knock on wood, some kind of an injury, can you make something happen, right? You did have a good, opening drive, but right now this is going to be the second punt that's happened, stalling out a drive, leading to the ball back in the Browns' hands as makes a run back here, and that's going to be first down for the Browns. Lions scored again. Says, I was at Duff's on my birthday, and people was yelling at a guy having ranch with their rings. Listen, there is no substitute. We get into this argument every year. It's like a ritual now, right? We've been doing this 6 years strong. Every year we get into this topic about ranch over blue cheese over ranch. Let me explain something to you on this commercial break. If you are down south or if you are out west, Midwest, wherever, you most likely are okay with eating ranch on your wings. If you were born on the East Coast or Upper East Coast or anywhere near Western New York, you know that you only eat your wings with blue cheese. That's just the reality of it. Ranch goes on salad. Blue cheese goes on chicken wings. Okay? Now, if you go out west to a restaurant and you order wings, you guys mostly probably get smaller wings than what we're used to in Western New York, right? We get some nice, big, juicy wings and a big thing of blue cheese, and that's just what it is. When you go out west, a lot of people or down south, a lot of people try, unless it's a Bills backer bar, right? They know what to do with the wings because they know what we expect. But when you go to like a Buffalo Wild Wings or you go anywhere else outside of Western New York, Syracuse, wherever, outside of New York, and you say, I want buffalo wings, and they come to you with a plate of small wings and some ranch, you are not getting buffalo wings. And also, there is no such thing. I'm so sick of this. I have to get this off my chest during this commercial break. There is no such thing as boneless buffalo chicken wings. What they tried to do is they tried to tell you that buffalo wings are a sauce, right? Like a sauce. Oh, let me get some boneless buffalo wings, and it's like a hot boneless wing with the sauce. No, there's no such thing. You're getting boneless chicken with some hot sauce. That's what you're getting. There's no such thing as a boneless buffalo chicken wing. I'm sorry. As we get back to it. Shout out to you, Sassy. Don't want no short wings. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for these Browns as Sanders back under center. Bills have 4 at the line, showing the blitz as there's going to be a play action here, toss to the right side. That's going to be caught for a Browns first down as Sanders moving the ball here. Gets it over to Ryan for a nice pickup of 13 yards. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Blue cheese or nothing. Exactly. Boneless wings of any kind. It's baked in form of chicken, for sure. Yeah, there's no such thing. Shot for you, Jay. Shot for you, Eric. Shout out to you, bro. Here we go. 1st and 10 for these Browns, who have been kind of effective at offense as they go with the jet sweep here. Left side finds some space and picks up about 3, maybe 4 yards. This will lead to 2nd down for the Browns. Says, folks, local grocery stores used to pay Jay a promotional fee because we all know they are going to have a rise in wings, blue cheese, and Frank's Red Hot Sauce. That's what I'm saying, right? Y'all want to come promote with Jay? Best believe we'll have people up in the store saying, you know what? I normally get ranch, but this week, give me the blue cheese. Marie Callender's, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. All right, here we go. Handoff right side, as this is going to be a run maybe of a yard. It's going to be third down. Third down. Flaked and formed. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's not, you know. I added 2 more TVs in the garage bar. You know what I want to do? I want to get one of those like mini jumbotrons with like the 4 screens on it. I want to do that. Get one of those and like put it like right above me. That's my plan one of these years. I'm gonna do that. One of those like mini jumbotrons that have the screens on all 4 sides. That's gonna be like my next big thing I do here. Third and 5. Sanders in trouble, gets out of it. On the run now, has plenty of space, still going, and he's going to get a big gain. But there's a flag down on the field as Sanders was celebrating. Rightfully so. The flag was dropped. Got to make sure there's no flags on the ground before you celebrate. Texas Pete, you know what? I'm not mad. Texas Pete's pretty good. You know, a lot of people hate on Texas Pete and Louisiana hot sauce, especially from Western New York. But those two, Louisiana hot sauce, Texas Pete, the Crystal's hot sauce, those 3 are a decent substitute for some good wings. But they got to be cooked right. You know, a lot of people try to blame the sauce for not tasting good on the wing. Almost any hot sauce is going to taste good on the wing as long as the wing is cooked right. I sound like Hank Hill now. We don't use charcoal here. We use propane. Third and 15 as Sanders drops back. Looking, throws high. Right side once again. A big play for a first down. And these safeties are just having issues stopping the play. Same receiver. Same big-time situation in a good pickup and gets these Browns another first down. Wow. So there you go. This is Browns about to score. Yeah, I mean, to me, Frank's Hot is definitely the best. But if you did want to, you know, a little substitute, that Louisiana hot sauce is a good substitute. But here we go. 4 seconds on the play clock. They go back to the run here. Left side tries to hit that outside. He gets tackled. Loss of about 2. Good stop by Ibixon. And that'd be a loss of 2 on the play. Yeah, Louisiana hot sauce. Like I said, it's a good substitute. If you can't get Frank's, or you know, if your local grocery store doesn't have Frank's, learn how to cook a good buffalo wing, and get yourself some Louisiana hot sauce so you can enjoy the experience that we do. And then make sure you get yourself a nice premium blue cheese as well, and leave that ranch alone. Told you I should do the commercial. I'll do it. Y'all know I'll do it right. I'll do it right. Have you been lied to all your life and told that you're supposed to eat ranch with your buffalo wings? Well, I'm here to tell you that you shouldn't. You should be having blue cheese every day, every time. I'll do it. All they gotta do is hit your boy Jay up. I'll make it nice. We'll be selling blue cheese left and right with some wings. All right, barbecue sauce. Sweet Baby Ray's, yes. Love Sweet Baby Ray's. Throw it on some wings, some pulled pork. It goes good on anything. Chicken, really good. As once again, Bills defense now making a good couple plays. Loss of a yard again. It's now 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 coming up. Says Shador to the Super Bowl. I see you, bass player. I see you. I know you're a little excited today, seeing that it's a tie ball game and these Browns playing some decent offense. Here we go. 3rd and 7. 8 seconds on the play clock as Sanders calls for motion, takes a snap, has time, throws right side high. That's going to be caught short. But there is a flag down on the field, so we'll have to see what this one is about. It says Ken's Chunky Blue Cheese. Rock with it. Wow. Pass interference on the defense, so that's going to be an automatic first down for the Browns. Can't grab the jersey, my friend. Cannot grab the jersey. So penalty, that's going to be on Pride Jr., the rookie for the Bills, leading to a Browns first down. It says this is the year all the way. Okay. That is going to be a handoff left side here, pickup of maybe a yard. And that's going to lead to second down. The Sanders connection there on the run. Lions won. Okay. Says you better be eating a chicken salad with that ranch. I got blue cheese, only wings. That's what I'm saying, right? It's got to go on a salad. It's got to go on a salad. 2nd and 9, as we're now down to 4 minutes and 45 seconds here in the second quarter as Sanders takes a snap, looking, throws right down the middle, bobbled, and picked off by the defense, still on his feet, makes a spin move, then goes down. Bills make a big play. Bills defense get the pick and take the ball over. So that looks like it was bobbled and then picked off. So I think Sanders tried to fit it in a tight window there and wasn't able to hold on. Bobbled up in the air. Bills defense get the ball. Beautiful. All right, Bills defense. That may be the spark they need. Timeout, commercial break. So we got 4 minutes and 33 seconds left here in the second quarter. Like I said, halftime, we're going to be doing the giveaway for the 2026 Topps Flagship Football Mega Box. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Hit that bell, turn on your notifications so way you don't miss a stream. Also, make sure you guys hit that like, hit that thumbs up. I do appreciate the love and support as we keep it going. Score is 7-7. We've been tied up here since the first quarter. We've got 4 minutes and 33 seconds left in the second. Quick timeout, commercial break. Says, oh man, maybe next year. Change it up that quick, just that quick. Marilyn says, only blue cheese on wings, even the lousy ones in Pittsburgh. You're right. Pittsburgh thinks you can put just any sauce on wings. I won't even waste my money for wings in Pittsburgh. Yeah, I mean, even with Pittsburgh being kind of close, you would think they would know what to do. And it's just different out there, right? They got the really small wings and, the pizza is, and they're close. There's no excuse. They could have drove that 3 hours to be taught what needed to be done with those wings and that pizza. It's only 3 hours from Buffalo, so there's no excuse. No excuse. Bass player says Pittsburgh sucks. Wow. So I've been to Pittsburgh. I'll tell you this, though. Pittsburgh, their stadium is really cool. Right, I've been to Pittsburgh a couple times. Been to the stadium. I kind of like how, some of like the houses and some of the condos are up on the hill and stuff like that, looking down into the city and all that. That's pretty cool. I like the atmosphere and the vibe, But outside of Pittsburgh, it's all farm country. That's it. Pittsburgh's all right. Shout out to my family down in Pittsburgh holding it down. Let's go. All right, 1st and 10. As Kyle Allen back under center. And this is going to be a handoff up the middle. Picks up maybe 2 on the carry. Second down. Takes my Jets forever. What you want? Little co-star here in the building. Big old cat. What's up? Figured it was going to be just a matter of time before you came down and wanted to be the star of the show. I swear, this cat is just like a dog. He growls, he plops down and rolls around and be pet on his belly. So funny. All right, here we go. As Allen looking, throws high, right down the field. That's going to be caught. Big catch, big play. 1st and 10, Bills. Beautiful throw, beautiful catch. It's probably one of the best throws of the game. As in traffic is smothered, but there was a shot at the end. Sherfield for 20 yards, but he gets popped at the end of it. Also holds on. Sherfield on the play. 1st and 10 Bills. Wow. Says Jets forever. I mean, this year could be different, right? I mean, that's what the people were saying. That's what they were saying. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. As they go to the little reverse here, left side is Hartman on the move. He'll pick up about 4, maybe 5. 2nd down. 2nd down. I tried to pick you up, but you're too heavy. Big old cat. Let's see if I can pick him up. So you can say hello to the people. Come here. Ah, come on. He's like, wait a minute. See, the big boy. Big boy. That's going to be a run here. It looks like maybe no gain. It's going to be 3rd down. Say hi to the people. He's like, wait, I just wanted to be petted today. I didn't really want to be on the camera. What's up? All right. Here we go. 3rd and 3 for the Bills. We're now down at the 2-minute warning. So quick timeout commercial break. Bills life for Bills or nothing. Shout out to you, Reginald. I went to the AFC Championship game, Jets Steelers, and froze my butt off once the sun went down on Heinz Field. Yeah, it definitely gets cold there, just like New York, which is wild. But yeah, it's like I said, it's fun. It's a fun little city. Shout out to you, Shantae. Says, hey, Jay, is there anyone in this preseason game you think will not make the 50-man roster but should? You know, we always have this thing about Gore, right? Because we know Davis and Cook. I think Gore needs to make the roster. And I would like to see him at the 3. But knowing the Bills, they'll pull the same kind of situation where, they'll drop him and then bring him back on the practice squad. Says that Shedeur has been showing. Says, I have to admit, I'm impressed at the maturity that Shedeur has been showing. Knowing that Deshaun Watson is getting the same reps, if not better than he, one of the biggest debacles of the Browns. Yeah, but I see the problem, right? The problem is the Browns have spent so much money on Watson. So they're like, listen, we're trying to get something out of him, right? Some kind of value out of him. And then I don't think they truly trust Sanders yet, right? But I will say that Sanders is itching towards earning that spot, and rightfully so. The maturity is starting to get there, right? The growth is getting there. He's showing poise in the pocket. He could be the next individual to be the franchise. But the Browns have to believe in him and kind of get out the way of saying, well, we spent all this money on Deshaun. we still want to see if he can figure things out. That's kind of a dilemma in a sense. So, so Detroit Kittens, one I heard, they did. Just didn't start playing until the second half. We spotted them 24 points before half was 24-19 Steelers. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. So yeah, like I said, the situation with, the Browns and Shador and Watson is, I think it's more of an internal one opposed to what we more than what we see on the field. That's for sure. So here we go, 3rd and 4 for the Bills as we have motion. Kyle Allen takes a snap, pressure, throws a laser that's almost picked off, incomplete, as this leads to 4th and 4. 4th and 4. Too late for Watson. I agree. I agree. Electricity went out, then came back on. Wow. All right. Bust out the candles. Shout out to you, Sassy. I know you be going to, what is it? Is it Bed Bath and Beyond? No, not Bed Bath. Bath and Body Works. Bath and Body Works. Get the premium candles. Here we go. 4th and 4. As this is going to be punted back to the Browns. Fair catch taken at the 18. And after the Browns will start with a minute 48 left. Yeah, Bed Bath and Beyond closed. Go for it. They did not. They did not, my friend. He was with the Seahawks, a much better team, and didn't go to the show. Yeah, in fact, Sam Darnold, who had been wrote off, goes to the Vikings, has a crazy season, puts up strong numbers, right? People are like, it's a one-off. Vikings don't believe in him. He then goes over to the Seahawks. They drop Geno. They say, you know what? We believe in Sam Darnold. He goes over there, plays efficient, elite football, and wins the Super Bowl. Crazy storyline. As this play is going to be broken up, big loss as Sanders tries to get it out to the flat. That's about a 5-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 15 coming up. Blue cheese candles. That would actually smell crazy. Absolutely crazy. Blue cheese candles. All right, I need some snacks, y'all. Definitely need some snacks. We're going to have to get some after we do the giveaway at halftime. All right, here we go. 2nd and 16. As this is going to be a handoff here, maybe gain of about 3, leading to 3rd down, minute 30 on the clock. Left here in the second quarter. Says, and the Vikings didn't pay him. Look what he does with the Seahawks. Go figure. I mean, that's normally how it goes, right? So you have these situations where, Vikings don't believe in the player, or they're looking at J.J. McCarthy like, oh, no, J.J. McCarthy's the future. Sam Darnold, he's not going to, he did good, but, we don't want to pay him. And Sam Darnold's like, listen, I went out here and balled out. Now, you can either pay me or I'm going to go somewhere else and ball out, and I'm going to make some things happen. And that's the reality of it. And now look at J.J. McCarthy. So here we go, 3rd and 13. Reminds you of the Giants situation with Saquon Barkley, right? They didn't want to pay him. He leaves. He goes to the Eagles. He wins the Super Bowl. As this is going to be tossed here to the right side, catch for about 5 yards, but there is a flag down on the field. They'll call defensive offside. And this will lead to a 1st down. Yeah. Without a doubt. Shout out to you, George. Go Seahawks. Go Seahawks. All right, so we got the giveaway coming up soon during halftime. If you have not, make sure you guys subscribe, click that bell, turn on your notifications. That way you don't miss a stream. Halftime coming up soon. We'll be giving away a box of cards. As Sanders looking in trouble. Throws is caught, but there's a flag down on the field as well. I'm assuming this is going to be offensive holding. And so it's going to drop them back 5 yards. We'll see what the Bills decide to do here. They'll decline it. It's going to go down to 4th and 7. And the Browns will punt it away. They'll punt it away. All right, so I'm getting all kinds of updates here. Okay. I got to put in my order, y'all, real quick. There we go. All right, so the Browns will punt it back to the Bills on a 4th and 8 with 1:14 left in the second quarter. This is going to be taken here at about the 26. Hits that right side. Davis on the run. Goes down at the 38. 1:02 left. Bills have 2 timeouts. Browns have 3. Maybe Bills puts in a field goal, something like that. Try to take the lead before half. We'll see. We'll see. Browns got a game plan this year and got a real quarterback in the next draft, so it doesn't matter who is quarterback this year. Yeah, I mean, I get it. So are you saying that they're going to tank? Is that what you're saying, James? I mean, that would make sense now, would it? As this is going to be thrown here, caught for about 5 yards by Hardman, 2nd down. Bills in the hurry up, 50 seconds on the clock. I mean, I would just assume that if you have something good working with the quarterback that you currently have, is this is thrown down the field and caught. Big play as Wilson brings it down. Big first down, 30 seconds on the clock. Allen Wilson connection. Big play as quick snap. Allen looking, throws right side. Once again caught, gets out of bounds. As that's going to be 9 yards. And what a throw and catch. What a connection. Perfect throw. Good ball. Dropped it right in the bucket to Wilson. And that's going to lead to 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. I still need a Bills Seahawks Super Bowl. I'd love to see that. That'd be interesting. Didn't Darnold get drafted in 2018 too? Right, battle of the 2018s, right? Here we go. 1st and goal. As Kyle Allen back in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Quick toss. Left side on the screen. Finds some space. Still going. Goes in. Touchdown. Bills, ladies and gentlemen. And there it is. Hartman on the catch and run. Bills taking the lead before half. And pinning the extra point. It's going to be 14-7. Quick pass on the screen. Cuts back to the right. And Hartman runs it in for the touchdown. Bills up 14-7. 14-7. Kyle Allen hyped up. I like it. I like it. Taking the lead, showing some dominance. And Hartman, right? He's been turning up during this preseason, making a name for himself, saying, hey, listen, I'm ready. I'm ready. As we have 15 seconds left here in the second quarter. Bills up 14-7. Quick timeout commercial break. Timeout commercial break. Go Bills. Go Bills. Robert, Jets. There it is. Those are the kind of momentum plays that change how, this game is going to be moving forward. That pick, you could kind of tell it maybe rattled Sanders just a little bit. But it's a one-score game, right? We're heading to halftime. So make sure you stick around here. We're going to be giving away this box of cards, the 2026 Topps Flagship Mega Box. Make sure you do subscribe. Click that bell, turn on your notifications so way you don't miss a stream. Hit that like, hit that thumbs up. Somebody's going to win a box of cards. Fernando Mendoza, Carson Beck, Carnell Tate. Autographs in here. Relics could be in here. And, yeah, somebody's going to win a box of cards today. So make sure you guys subscribe. There we go. There we go. Let's see what we're at as far as the likes as this page refreshes. There we go. Nope. No? All right. There we go. All right, so we're at 115 likes, y'all. Let's try to get to 130. We need 15 more likes, 15 more thumbs up. And let's go ahead and get to that 130. I do appreciate the love and support as we keep it going. We need 15 more likes, 15 more thumbs up to get to that 130, as we have 8 seconds here left in the half. And we're going to do a box of card giveaway for you guys. 14 now. 14 more likes, 14 more thumbs up. Says, I'm not going to lie, I don't really like blue cheese, but eat it because I'm a Buffalo fan for life. Blue cheese gang while football season. I mean, it's respectable. I get it. It's respectable. You don't got to like blue cheese. I get it. But you got them wings. You know what's supposed to go with them. Handoff up the middle, and that's going to be a couple yards, and they're just going to let the clock run down here and take us to halftime. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Score is 14-7. Bills up at the half, and this will take us to halftime. All right. We've been talking about it for the last 24 hours. I know some of you are excited at a chance to win this box of cards. And we're going to go ahead and do a giveaway. But first, I need to find Jay ain't got no pen. All right. We don't need it. I'll just use my phone. But wait, I can't let y'all see out my glasses because somebody gonna cheat. Let me take my glasses off. Hold on. All right. Y'all know y'all get creative sometimes. I can see it. All right. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for the giveaway? Are y'all ready for the giveaway? Make sure you are subscribed and, of course, hit that like, hit that thumbs up. We're going to do a giveaway. Topps 2026 Flagship Football Mega Box, 120 cards. We're going to make this nice and easy. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 20. The first person that gets it that I see wins the box. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 20 for the Topps Flagship Football. And here we go. Drop your comments below. And let's see who gets it. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 20. And here we go. And here we go. We have Destiny. Destiny coming through. And there it is. There's the number. 17 was the number. Hold on. Let me move the. There we go. 17 was the number. Shout out to Destiny for winning the box of 2026 Topps Flagship Football. Congratulations to Destiny. 17 was the number. Make sure you send me an email. Shoot me over your address and information. I'll mail it out to you within the next 48 hours. Email is jreason@gmail.com. That's jreason@gmail.com. And I will get those cards over to you. Shout out to you, Destiny. Congratulations on winning the cards. Like I said, I love these. The new release, they actually just released yesterday. I got a nice pull. I got a Sam Darnold auto to 99. So hopefully you get something out of here and you get some good rookies. So shout out to you. Congrats. Congrats. There it is. There it is. Pepsi jerseys on the way. 2. I got 2 Pepsi jerseys on the way for Bills Mafia. So be on the lookout for that. And we're going to do this again. We're going to have another card giveaway. I like these. You know, get some more card boxes in here, do some more giveaways. This is a good product, so I'm sure you guys, or I'm sure Destiny, you'll love it. So make sure you shoot me an email. And you guys are funny. Robert says, "Wait, Jay, look at my first." Listen, see, this is why, because we had this issue before. The first one that I see. So if the chat's moving fast, right, and I don't see yours, and I see someone else's, and they won. I didn't purposely see yours and skip by it. If the chat's moving fast, so if you did have 17, then I'll send you something. Shout out to you, Robert. Send me an email. I'll send you something. But that's why I do it that way, because I know there's a delay on the chat, and someone will be like, "Jay, I posted it first. You didn't see it." So Destiny, you'll get the box. Like I said, send me an email. Robert, send me an email. I'll send you something. It'll be nice. I know I take care of my people. That's how we'll do it. All right. My 17 was before Destiny. But yeah, I didn't see it. That's why I say when I see the number, that's the winner. But yeah, send me an email. I'll send you something. Cool. All right. So there we go. Send an autograph bottle. Autograph bottle of blue cheese. Send a bottle of autograph bottle of Gold Patron. The Gold Patron. All right, send me an email. Y'all know I take care of my people, and I don't want you feeling no kind of way. Shout out to you, Juan. Right? Where is Ric Flair? Ric Flair has been missing for 2 weeks now. He will be back because the PC is going to be back. The Mac was an experiment, but the Mac is not up to par. So there you go. We'll be going back to the PC where things will be running nice and smooth, and we won't have any more issues. See, look at this. I'm still getting numbers on this other page. It's crazy. So I have 3 chats coming up here, but like I said, this is why I got to go back to the PC, because it seems like the Mac, which is on the M4, is not able to handle what I'm trying to do here. Aggravating. But either way, we'll be good. So, make it a small bottle for me. I want some Ken's blue cheese. I mean, if you really want that, I'll send it to you. I'll get you if you really want some Ken's blue cheese. I'll send you some. I'll do that for you. Yeah, you know I take care of my people. Y'all know. If you want some Ken's blue cheese, I'll send it to you. Shoot me an email. I still owe Jeff. I owe Jeff. I owe Jeff a pack of Salins hot dogs. Jeff, remind me to see you those hot dogs, bro. Food is so different. Like, I gotta put it in ice and put it in like a little cooler and send it that way. Jeff, remind me to see you those hot dogs, bro. I gotta get him a pack of Salins. They don't got Salins out there. Says it's the autograph that makes it good. Says Walmart is a stone throw away. Yeah, but it's not gonna have the same effect. Like if I sign it, you're gonna really savor that blue cheese. Sign it and send it to you. Sassy knows you gotta get them Salem hot dogs. Nice little grill marks. Crisp up that skin. You know that skin gotta pop when you bite down into it. That's what them Salems do. We don't want no Bog Park Franks and we don't want no beef hot dogs. We want Salins, y'all. There's some chili on there, some mustard, some onions, little dill pickle. Get yourself a good hot dog. Good hot dog. Shout out to you, Destiny. Josh number 17. You know what's funny is I wasn't even thinking about Josh Allen when I said I was like, you know what? 17. Just worked out that way. See? Look at that. Just worked out that way. All right, y'all. We're at halftime. Timeout commercial break. With Jay's signature, it will taste like dripping gold. Says, I really appreciate you being here. Since I can't watch the Bills on TV in Pittsburgh, thank you. Shout out to you, Maryland. No problem. Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome. All are welcome. Definitely have a good vibe, family friendly, and I appreciate you all. A Jay Reason autographed Bills helmet is a real gift. Maybe we could do that. Y'all want to do that? Jay Reason signed mini helmet, Bills helmet. We could do that. It says, for those who picked 17 and it hasn't seen in time, I have a pair of Speedos from my film debut. Oh, Jeff King with the Speedos, bringing it back from the 70s. That is hilarious. To sassy with the emojis. Oh man, time out commercial break. Y'all are hilarious. I need a snack. Dang. Snack is on the way, y'all. Snack is on the way. Yo. It's so funny though, with like, 'cause Speedos actually used to be a real thing. Like it used to actually be a real thing, which is just crazy. Like imagine that. Imagine like, oh, I'm about to head down to the beach and you know, don't forget my Speedo. What? Imagine going down to Miami, just going out there with the Speedo, bare chest, unshaved legs. Ugh. Oh man, we're at halftime, y'all. We're at halftime. So you're a great host. You really chat with your people. My kids thinking I'm famous for your great job, Jay. Listen, Reginald is absolutely famous, kids. Don't let him tell you otherwise. He is one of the legends in here. And, you know, listen to your dad. He is a legend, without a doubt. You know, look up to him. You know, he's nothing short of Superman with a cape. You know, and that's how every child should feel about their parents. You know, look up to your parents and, you know, listen to their guidance and show them love, and they'll show you back. You know, it's a good thing, for sure, for sure. Shout out to you, Reginald, and family. Don't forget the gold chain. Beast mode, yeah, man. Listen, a lot of people forget Marshawn Lynch Bills days, which I still want a Marshawn Lynch Bills rookie card PSA 10. I got to get one of those. I keep forgetting about it, but I'll be reminded from time to time. I want to get one of those RPA. A lot of people forget, those Bills days. Beast mode was different with the Bills. When he was first starting out young and hungry, and I feel like him moving on, obviously, was probably the best for his career. Because I hate to say it, he wouldn't have got a ring with the Bills. So, it probably was best for him to move on. But with that said, I do think that he created his legacy by moving on and put himself in a good spot. And, he's definitely one of the few that haven't spent a majority of their money, right? I don't think he spent much of his game checks his whole career. It's really good. Really good. Shout out to you, Dante. What up, man? Afternoon, young man, sir. Listening to you call the action while looking at some peach cobbler recipes and some French toast recipes to use during the season. Come on. Now I got to make peach cobbler. I got to go to the store and get some peaches now. Dang, Dante, you did it to me. I'm dead serious. When I get up out of here, I'm going to go to Whole Foods and get some peaches. I got to do it now. Man, see what y'all do? I could just smell it now. I could just smell it in the air, that nice cinnamon and nutmeg and the peach aroma and that nice flaky crust on top. And yeah, I'm doing it. This is going to be getting back here to the third quarter. Pass thrown incomplete. Second down for Sanders and company. some Tom Belichick in short shorts. That's crazy. Nick Chubb retired. I hope the Browns bring him on as coach. Yeah. Didn't Chubb have those knee issues, right? Had a couple gruesome injuries with the knee, and yeah, excellent player when he's healthy, but I do think him retiring makes sense, and definitely give him a coaching job. As this is going to lead to third down and 11, no gain on the run. You good, Dante? It's Saturday. It's good. It's a good day for peach cobbler. It's a good day for peach cobbler. I'm not mad at it. Definitely going to get them peaches though. Here we go. Third and 11. 25 seconds on the play clock. We're down to 14 minutes and some change here in this third quarter as these Browns have the ball. Takes a snap, looking, steps up, throws right down the middle. This is broken up. He almost caught the bobbled pass. It was broken up at the last second by Dunbar as this leads to 4th and 11, and they will punt it away. 3 and out. Oh, Tom Selleck. I mean, either one. I mean, it's crazy. She's like, not Bill Belichick. Not Bill Belichick in a Speedo. Tom Selleck. Here we go. 4th and 11. Browns will punt it away. As this will be taken here from the 15. Hits that right side. Goes on the move. Will go down at about the 32. Hartman out there balling. Bills have the ball after the punt. Quick little timeout commercial break. Yeah. Base players says, come on, Browns. Says it a great day for some buffalo wings with Ken's blue cheese. I agree. Says Bill has a hotter girlfriend. That's hilarious. Oh man, you guys are hilarious. Wow. Timeout commercial break. I'm starting to feel it. I need to get some food. Like soon. Man. See, they messed us up with that hour delay. This game would have been just about wrapping up. Right? I gotta go eat. Says, can you do Ric Flair? So Ric Flair is unavailable at the moment. We updated the road, um, and everything vanished. Like literally, my train horn is gone. Ric Flair's gone. Uh, yeah, music. I mean, I could play music, but it's just not there. Oh, and I had to unplug it because of the sound issues. So now I'm on the SSL. So there you go. There you go. But we will be ready next week. I'm switching back to the PC, and all issues will be resolved. Will be resolved for sure. For sure. Yankees down 3-0 at the bottom. This is what I'm saying. Like they've lost their magic. They've absolutely lost their magic, and unfortunately for them, they got to find some way to get it back. You need a sound tech? I know. I've been doing it all, man. I've been doing it all. I've been doing the videos. I've been doing the sound engineering. I've been doing the editing. I've been doing the recording, camera work. I'm do it all. I'm the camera guy, the sound guy, the graphic designer, the marketing guy. I do it all. I do it all. So maybe eventually, once we get over 100,000 subs, I'll be at the point where I can hire an intern. I'll be able to hire an intern. Thanks a lot, babe. So yeah, here we go. I'm working, buddy. I'm working. All right, wait. I'll be upstairs in a little while, buddy. I'll be upstairs a little while. All right. Production company, right? I like the sound of that. Yeah. Yeah, Jay Reason Production Company. I like it. All right, here we go. 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1 as we go back to the handoff here, left side. Nice cut. Takes a big hit at the end, though. Picks up about 10 yards on the play. It's a first down for the Bills. Getting it going. Shout out to you, Sassy. He's like, wait a minute. It's like, I'm used to seeing you on the TV, not down here on front of the camera. Says you solved the crackling sound. I don't do that. That's crazy. Little toss to the right side now. Cuts through once again. Picks up another 5 yards on the carry. So Wheeler, what I'm noticing is he's got a high impact run, right? Really strong, really aggressive, puts the shoulder down. I really think that, he may be a nice piece in the formation as well. So there's definitely going to have to be some decisions made. We need to look at the blocking and, see if he can catch as well, maybe be able to mix it up. But he's got a, decent little ground game from what I've been seeing as it's 2nd and 6 here as Allen back under center, Wheeler in the backfield. Play action, good block, throws left side as this will be caught for just about a yard. So we're talking about, does he have hands? Well, he can catch as well. He'll gain about 2 yards as this will lead to 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. Says under definitely preseason Bills. So you're saying like as far as under the score? Yeah, Lil J. Lil J. The second. Or that'd be the third. Yeah, Lil J the third. There we go. This is going to be a short run here for about a yard. It'll now be 4th and 1 at the Browns 40. So let's see what the Bills decide to do here. I think you obviously go for this. It's 1 yard. You got a strong runner back there. I think you hand them the ball and let them try to get the yard. As we have motion. Allen, once again, back under center. 10 seconds on the play clock. And they go back to the run, cuts back in, and he'll pick up the first. Liking what I'm seeing out of Wheeler here. Picks up 6 yards, first down. There it is. So, yeah, what are we at as far as likes? I don't know why this is running like this today. Like I said, Jay is having some issues that will be taken care of. So we're at 124 likes. We need 6 more to get to that 130, y'all. 6 more likes, 6 more thumbs up to get to that 130. So if you have not, make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. I do appreciate the love and support as we keep it going. 6 more likes, 6 more thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe, click that bell, turn on your notifications. That way you don't miss a stream. Scores 14-7. Bills have the ball. 2nd and 10 at the Cleveland 30. And here we go. 9:48 left in the third. 5 seconds on the play clock. Takes a snap. Fakes it. They go back to Wheeler once again, getting shifty on the ground. He'll pick up 5. 3rd down. So now Buccelli is in at quarterback for the Bills. Angela says 102 degrees in Texas. Ooh, it's hot. It's hot down there. Yeah, you don't know heat till you've been down to Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, Florida, Louisiana. That humidity can kill you. That humidity could do you in down there. As there's going to be a stoppage in play here. I think it's going to be a false start on the Bills. And that's going to drop them back. It'll be 3rd and long coming up. Hot Wheels. That's a nickname. All right, Hot Wheels Wheeler. Yeah, that heat is different down there. Now I did spend a lot of time in Florida, so when I go back down there, back and forth, it's not too much of a issue for me to readjust. But you just gotta drink a lot of water, try to stay in the shade as much as you can. As a 3rd and 9 throws high left side. Buccelli going for it all. That is broken up at the last second. That would have been a nice touchdown. Leads to 4th down, and I could see a field goal coming up. Field goal coming up. It's funny because Wheeler looks almost like Sammy Watkins. It's just a running back. He's got the same kind of dread look. Y'all remember Sammy Watkins, don't you? That could be a video in itself. As Bass makes the kick. It is good. Score is now 17-7. 8 minutes and 37 seconds left in the third here. So they should ban jury while on the field wearing massive gold chains playing. It's crazy. I don't know. I'm impartial to it. Right? If you grew up in my era, you played sports, you had a little gold chain on, football, basketball, baseball, they wear their chains. Now, obviously you would be one of wearing like a massive Cuban out there. That's just crazy, something that's swinging. But they got the little short joints that hang around the neck, don't move too far. It got the diamonds on it and all that. Justin Jefferson is a good example of that. He's got nice, real nice chains. I mean, them chains is worth close to $1 million out there. Um, and I'm sure they're insured, so if he loses a diamond or two, it's fine. Um, but some of those players, that's their thing. That's what they like to do. You know, which is cool. So I get it on this timeout commercial break. Shout out to George Tucker for being a member of the family for 45 months. Shout out to you, George. Here's to another great season. Let's go. 45 months loyalty to the family. Man, 45 months. 4 years. 4 years in running. Let's go. Shout out to you, George. Much appreciated. Much love to the family. Groundskeeper gets a bonus. Right? If you find that VVS diamond out there, it's yours to keep. I never grew up with chains. You're a bit younger than I. Brian, stop it. You seen them guys out of the court. You seen Jordan his rookie year wearing a gold chain. You seen that. You definitely seen that. Especially if you're a little older than me. Definitely seen Jordan out there wearing the gold chain. Talk about someone who changed the game. But we've seen a lot of those wide receivers out there wearing chains. It's like Tyler, my leg, Bass, my leg. All right, here we go. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third. We got a extended football here because of the situation with the weather. So the game was basically extended by an hour, which is totally fine. Except we got to get some food. We got to get some food. Here we go. As the Browns will go back to the run, looks like no gain on the carry. This turns into 2nd and 10. Yeah, like I said, a lot of basketball and football players, had a little gold chain around their neck while playing. Go look it up. We just sometimes don't notice it, but it's been a thing for a long time. Our group didn't, but we weren't the norm or followers of trends. Okay, Brian Allen. Like we was different, unique. Well, that's what the world needs more of, being unique. We don't need people being followed. Set your own trends. You don't got to be a follower, right? You can be unique and you can be who you want to be. It's the beautiful thing about life, right? You can aspire to, want to have a style or something like that, or, use the style that someone has to make you unique, but be yourself. As this pass by Watson is going to be batted down incomplete, leading to 4th down. And Browns punt back to the Bills. So Watson looking terrible today. I mean, Shador, right? He had his struggles, but he scored and, made some decent plays and mixed it up. But Watson out here, he's struggling today. 4th and 10. It's going to be another punt for the Browns. Shout out to you, George. Says I'd be out there with the metal detector. Watson is nothing without Holmes. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's what it's looking like. Sit down, Watson. I agree. Definitely agree. So we'll have to see how it plays out. We still got some preseason football left. But in the case of Watson versus Shador, I think Shador gets the job. Um, Now I could be completely wrong. They could say Watson, or and then have Shador as a backup. But I just don't see how you put the franchise back in Watson's hand. I don't. I really don't. 6:59 left in the third quarter. Scores 17-7. Bills up. Timeout. Timeout. Yeah, I'm just not a believer. At least at this point in Shador's career, unfortunately. So, just the reality of it. Quick commercial break. So far, um, expectations. I think that once again, right, the Bills finding some chemistry in this game. Browns still having, their problems at quarterback and trying to decipher whether they stick with the veteran or, give Shador a shot. But one thing I think that stuck out on both sides is the defense. I think the defense stuck out on both sides. There were some, chemistry issues with the Bills that they had to tighten up on. And then the Browns, I want to say their offensive line, has showed some promise as far as better than what we've seen over the years. Um, so we'll see. We'll see. None of this translates to, what we expect for the regular season, obviously. But I do think that, just from a sample size of what we've seen over the past couple of weeks, the expectation is really going to be on how they're going to handle this challenging quarterback situation. And I would like to say that Shador is ready, but it's a big question mark. So I get it. I definitely get it. For sure. Shout out to you, Brian. I mean, it's just the reality. If you had to pick, who would you pick? As this is going to be another handoff to Wheeler here for about a couple yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. As we're just down to 6 minutes and 40 seconds in the third quarter. I mean, if you had to choose a quarterback right now for the Browns between Sanders and Watson, who are you going with? Drop it in the chat. 2nd and 8. As Buccelli now out on the field. Calls for motion. Takes a snap. Browns bring 5. Throws high right side, and that's just overthrown by a yard or two. It's now 3rd and 8 for the Bills. Says, I love blue cheese, but I get migraines. What do you think of boss sauce? I really miss boss sauce. I would like to thank you for your page. It's very entertaining. Have a blessed day. Shout out to you. Appreciate you for being here. Boss sauce is really good. I haven't had it in a long time, but it's really good. It's got a nice little tangy taste to it. As far as I think it's one of those sauces that I have to be in the mood for, though. Kind of like some may know this, like Lenova or Just Pizza with their wings, how they do like the char barbecue with, do it on the pit. The barbecue is really tangy. And so I kind of have to be in the mood for that tang. And the boss sauce is kind of that way, but it's not a barbecue sauce. It's more of a, I don't know how to explain it, but it's got like a citrusy, tangy kind of taste to it. But it's good. It's a good sauce. I like it. Without a doubt. I might have to, get it again because I haven't had it in a long time. Shout out to you. Taking me back down memory lane. Boss sauce. Wow. All right, here we go. 4th and 8. As the Bills will punt it back to the Browns. 6 minutes left on the clock here in the third. This is taken from the 28. Tries to get out of trouble. He cannot. Will go down at the 29. There's a flag down on the field as well. And I'm assuming this will be on the Browns for holding. And it is. John Martinez, Bills versus Eagles Super Bowl. So someone said Seahawks earlier. George actually said Seahawks earlier. Bills versus Seahawks, Bills versus Eagles. That's 2 times that someone has mentioned a bird team. And I wouldn't be mad at either one. I think we'd get a show out of, Jalen Hurts or, Sam Darnold versus Josh Allen. Dare I say, and I'm going to stir the pot. Dare I say that Dak Prescott creates some problems this year? I've been broken down. I've been battered. I've gotten to the playoffs, and then they've kicked me out of here each time I've made it. Will I learn my lesson this time and get to an NFC championship? To get to a Super Bowl? Do I have the pieces necessary to make it happen? Yes. Do I have a strong defense? Somewhat. They can get the job done. Am I supposed to play at an elite level with all these stats that I have and every piece that I have on the board so I could get to a Super Bowl? Yes. So I think Dak Prescott could be kind of like a hidden gem right now in the NFC. Here they come, y'all. He hasn't been able to do it. He's not going to do it now. I'm just saying, I think Dak Prescott has been written off. And if he's going to do it, I think this could be a year where he's got an opportunity. Hell, if Sam Darnold can go to the Seahawks and win a Super Bowl, Dak Prescott can take the Cowboys to the Super Bowl. I'm just being honest. If Dak Prescott can do it, Dak Prescott can do it. So there you go. Bills versus Rams. Ooh, a little Matt Stafford action. The rematch. I don't know. 46-44. That was a crazy game. It'd be a high-scoring Super Bowl for sure. Bills versus Rams Super Bowl. That would be something. So here we go. 1st and 10 now for the Browns. Play action. Watson looking, throws a dart as this will be caught. Big pickup, big gain. That's going to be 20 yards as Corley gets the catch. Gets all the way down to the 39, 1st and 10. It says McDonald's or Burger King? Burger King for sure. For sure. Burger King for sure. McDonald's, I just feel like, and this is no disrespect to people who like McDonald's. There's a lot of people who do like McDonald's. I just feel like their burgers aren't real beef. Like, at least when I go to Burger King, I can taste the meat in a sense. Like, it tastes like real beef. McDonald's to me doesn't taste like real beef. That's just my take. But the apple pies at McDonald's, those is greatest of all time fast food apple pies for sure. So here we go. Handoff left side. That's going to be, it looks like, maybe a yard. As this will lead to 2nd and 9 at the Browns 40. Yeah, I would say McDonald's apple pie is, for fast food, if I want a quick apple pie, 2nd and 9. Shout out to you, Firewood. But yeah, that's why I prefer Burger King. If I, go give me a Whopper and call it a day. Here we go. As Watson on the move, gets some nice space, still going, slides and picks up a big first down, finds a nice gap there. Browns on the move now. They get down to the 50, 1st and 10. 1st and 10. So how do we feel about Jackson Hawes? Right? I feel like him and Kincaid is definitely going to be a nice little mix up as far as that tight end, and you still obviously have man, I just drew a blank there. We almost, never really see him anymore. As Watson's on the run here, Dawson Knox. There we go. I'm getting hungry, y'all. I'm thinking about food. Dawson Knox, Kincaid, and Hawes. How you feel about Jackson, though? Let me know. I prefer home grilled cooked burgers. Oh, I agree. Right? I'm not saying that if I wanted a burger, I'd just go rush over to Burger King. I prefer to cook it on a grill. But if I absolutely had to choose, it'd be Burger King. For sure. Apple pie at Aldi's is number 1. I never had it. Never had it. As Watson's going to throw out here to the flat, breaks a tackle, picks up about 5 on the carry there, or catch and run. It's going to be 3rd and 5 here at the Bills 45 now. Blue Jays were throwing a no-hitter for 6 innings until Jazz Chisholm knocked a base hit. Yeah, I think Blue Jays have always been a really, really good team. Always found a way to put the pieces together. 3rd and 6. 7 seconds on the play clock as Watson takes a snap, drops back, looking, throws high down the middle. That is picked off, ladies and gentlemen. Bills defense coming up with the pick and taking it over with 3 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. Bills defense, like I said, Watson, he's been having trouble today. Throw a big pick there, critical moment, right? You only need 5 yards. Why are you throwing down the field 20 yards? And in traffic, double coverage, he gets picked off, and the Bills will take it over. Home cooked food trumps all. I agree. Washed up Watson. Coney Island burgers are the best in Detroit. Yeah, now I want a burger. See, I got to eat. I'm peach cobbler, burgers, wings. For some reason, I got a Cobb salad on the brain. Nice little Cobb salad with the fresh meats, the egg, and the peppers and all that. Now, you put some ranch on that. You can put some ranch on your Cobb salad. Shout out to you, Eric. Shots. Andy, what up? Says, Jay, any predictions about the Bucs this year? Will Baker ball out for a contract, or will he and Balls be out of Tampa? As this is going to be caught here. Big Ron still going. Touchdown Bills, ladies and gentlemen. What a play. Probably the biggest of the game. Wow. What a throw. What a catch. That's going to be 71 yards to Macklin. Buccelli to Macklin. Gets a nice space. Gets past the safety. Good clean down the field. 71 yards. What a play. Go Bills. Wow. Touchdown. There it is. There it is. Base players like, come on, Browns. Oh, man. All right, Jay, any predictions for the Bucs? Extra point is up. It's good. Score is now 24-7. Bills up, y'all. Now, listen. I think once the Bucs are another team that has all the pieces to get the job done, right? They got all the pieces to get the job done, but just seem to keep running into this issue you know, either in the playoffs or getting to the playoffs. Um, I think Baker Mayfield is a good borderline can be great quarterback. He's not a great quarterback. What does it take for a good quarterback to not only get to the postseason but get to a championship, opposed to a great quarterback who has elite talent? And I think that's the situation that the Buccaneers run into with Baker Mayfield, because at the end of the day, he's a really good quarterback. But to get to the point of winning it all, or let alone getting to a championship, uh, you have to become great. And I think that's the question. Can Baker Mayfield get to that point? Because I would say, should he get paid? Yes, he should get paid. But I think the expectation is this: you have to get past some things before you get paid. And the situation with Todd is, once again, is time going to run out for you? So, I mean, listen, we seen what happened to Sean McDermott, and Baker Mayfield is no Josh Allen. So, at the end of the day, Baker is going to have to perform, and Todd is going to have to get this team ready on both sides of the field so that they can make a deeper run in the playoffs. So we'll see. We'll see. Says the Browns are cursed. That's crazy. Brian Black Label fired Jack of the Green and labeled Jack Daniels is the way to go. As this is going to be a short pickup here, third down. Says anything basically starts from growing up in an Italian household with grandma, my whole family of cooks. So shout out to you, Robert. So yeah, like I said, as far as the situation with Baker, I think that he's got to get past the point of I'm just playing for a check or I'm just playing to make a name, right? And I'm not saying that's the end all be all. But what I'm saying is you have the pieces. Can you use those pieces to get to the next level? Because that's what, the Buccaneers as a franchise is looking at right now. So there you go. First and 10 for these Browns. Watson still out there after the pick, leading to a Bills touchdown. 12 seconds left here in the third quarter. Play action, tosses left side to the flat on a screen, and will pick up about 7 yards. It's now second down. Second down. This is more like the Jets are cursed. Baker is solid but not elite. That's what I'm saying. He's good. He's good. He can be great, but he's going to have to find a way to get there. So, I'm going to use Sam Darnold as an example again, right? Sam Darnold was probably what some people consider to be a bad quarterback at one point, right? And then he gets over to the Vikings, and then he becomes a good quarterback. Now he goes over to the Seahawks and wins the Super Bowl. Now the statement on that Super Bowl is always going to be, well, Sam Darnold got into a good system, right? So some would say, well, maybe he's a system quarterback now because he won with the Seahawks. So it goes back to what I said earlier. A good quarterback can find a way to be great in moments. And that's the same thing that Baker Mayfield is going to have to do. He's going to have to be a good quarterback that finds a way to be great in situations to get over the issues that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers has. And, he can definitely do it. It just has to be done through execution. So, is Trubisky in the same spot as Mayfield? No. No. Cleveland is the worst. Worst, pal. Go Buffalo. Shout out to you, Arthur. What's going on with you, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you. So, yeah. Speaking of quarterbacks, what's up with those 49ers and Brock Purdy? We're talking about system quarterbacks. I remember I was so big on Brock Purdy. I said, you know what? He going to get to the Super Bowl. He going to win one. And he got this close. This close. We talk a lot about moments, right? Brock Purdy had a moment. Can you seize the moment? Can you take advantage of it? Can you get to that next level? Some people can, some people can't. Can Josh Allen seize the moment? Right? Great quarterback. Can you get to that next level? So here we go. 2nd and 3. As they go to the handoff here, right side breaking through, picks up the first down and more. And that's going to be a first down for the Browns as we start this 4th quarter. Brock is still hot. I'm not, writing off Brock Purdy, but 49ers, I think, need a lot of work. Brandon Ayuk did them no favors. He was such a problem. Ricky Pearsall, right? He gets shot, and now he's injured, and so there's a lot of issues over there. George Kittle, he's still good, but he's getting kind of old. So you're gonna have to figure out, you pick up Mike Evans, right? So, but they're gonna have to figure some things out over there. There's a lot of issues that need to be tightened up offensively for sure. For sure. So here we go. 2nd and 9. 10 seconds on the play clock. The Browns here at the 39. And there's going to be a timeout called. Timeout called. 13:45 left on the clock here in the 4th by the Browns. Timeout. So, yeah, like I said, those are kind of the questions that you're going to have for the 49ers. You look at each team around the league, there really isn't too many teams that are all around either good or fully ready to go, right? Everyone has some kind of broken piece to them that they're trying to fix, or, a quarterback situation that is leading to, some uncertainty, or some defensive lapses and offensive line lapses. You look at Joe Burrow, as this is going to be thrown right side, caught for about 5 yards. It'll be 3rd down for the Browns. You look at Joe Burrow, right? He's paid all this money. He's got, amazing wide receivers. He's expected to go out there and make something happen no matter what, even if his offensive line is garbage. And because, the Bengals don't want to spend any money, right? They're not trying to get, any real help. But, hey, you got these wide receivers. You got to go out there and play ball. You're supposed to get us to another Super Bowl, right? So that's just another thing, right? Okay, you made it to a Super Bowl, and you had some injuries. Is that it for you? Are you done? As Watson's going to go high, left side, incomplete. It's now 4th down. That's the question over for the Bengals. Was Joe Burrow a flash in the pan? Well, no. Look at the stats. Look what he did last year. It doesn't matter. It didn't turn into a playoff appearance. So, shout out to you, Jacob, since I know it's preseason. But thanks for beating the Browns. Shout out to the Steelers fans in the building. All right, here we go. 4th and 5. They're going to go for it. Pressure. Watson. Throw is broken up. Incomplete. Bills ball. Turnover on downs, ladies and gentlemen. And there it is. We're down to 12 minutes and 53 seconds left in the 4th. What up, Darth? Shout out to you. Says, hey, Jay. I went beast mode on my lawn so I could watch what's left of the game. Shout out to you, Darth. Yeah, it's supposed to rain. I'm hoping that it holds off. I got to get to my lawn tomorrow. Try to get to it early, but we're supposed to see some thunderstorms at 9 p.m. So we shall see. We shall see. So, timeout commercial break. 12 minutes and 53 seconds left in the 4th quarter. So, yeah. Amazing defense. Balling. Says, just lucky if they win 6 or 7 games this year. 6, 7. I don't know what the Jets' issue is, man. I really don't. We talk about them every year. It seems like it's the same issues. And in fact, it's so tiresome to talk about it. I think that's the big problem. Like, it's just really tiresome to talk about the Bills and what they're going to do and the Jets and what they're going to do and, who they're going to pick up and their issues. I feel like the Jets need a complete overhaul. New owner, new coach, new quarterback, draft a bunch of rookies, get a new coach in there, see what happens. It's just bad. So, says, what's my age again? 67. Let Watson clean out the ice bath tubs. So he can get the dirt and grime off the ice bathtubs because he shouldn't be on the field. He looks absolutely bad today, which furthers my statements about Shedeur Sanders being the starter because what we're seeing out of Watson right now, it's not working. Like if this is what you have to expect for regular season football to Deshaun Watson, the Browns are in for the worst season ever. Just completely heartbreaking. Unless the plan is to tank, which for another quarterback, which, doesn't make sense when you have, 3 others? So, like I said, go with Shedeur, give the kid a shot, and build around him, and then go from there. So, Coleman is going to show out this year. I hope so. Hopefully that catch that he had in the first preseason game was just a trailer. Just a little teaser from him stepping up and balling out. So here we go. Bills now have the ball at the 37, 1st and 10. As Buccelli takes a snap, little toss left side on the screen. That's going to be broken up by the defense as Gore can't hold on. It's now 3rd and 10 for the Bills. Reginald says, I believe. I'd like to see it. I know a lot of people have given up hope for Keon Coleman and have kind of just writ him off, but I think he's worked through the maturity issues or, some of the maturity issues and, he's actually going out there to ball this year and make a name for himself. So, I'd like to see it for sure. As Buccelli looking, throws short. That's going to be caught. Tries to make a nice move. Still on his feet, breaking a tackle. And that's going to be a Bills first down. 1st and 10. Getting it going. 10 yards on the play. They'll get down to the 47 on their side. Jay, we really don't know until the Jets play the games. I'm just going on your past. Exactly. Yeah, no, I don't really like giving true predictions until, the first week of regular season anyways, because we have to get through preseason to know what the hell's going on. So, we're all just watching the rookies, seeing who's going to do what, and, seeing who's going to make the team and who's not, as this is going to be a run here for about 4 yards. But, we'll have our preseasons ready for week 1 through 5 and reassess the situation as needed. Yeah, I know. Shout out to you, Arthur. Unfortunately, none of my effects are up, as well as Ric Flair, but they will be ready on Thursday night. So don't worry. We'll be back on the PC, and the road will have all the effects ready to go. Here we go. Play action. Quick toss. Right side now for Willier. Ooh, takes a hit at the end. My goodness. Just run out of bounds, my friend. Run out of bounds. He took a shot, as Wheeler will pick up 3 yards. There's also a flag. I'm assuming it was because of this hit out of bounds, because he took a shot. Yeah, he was out of bounds. So they'll give him 3 yards. He was out of bounds, takes a shot, and then Bill steps up, bumps into the defensive player. Let's see what the flag is about. Let's see. Defensive new starters, Aaron Glenn. Hot Wheels back in the game. So they're going to say taunting on the Bills. So Wheeler gets popped out of bounds, and then the Bills get hit with the taunting call. That's wow. All right, refs. We see what you're trying to do. We see. 24-7. 10 minutes and some change left here in the fourth quarter. And here we go. As we have 5 seconds on the play clock. Goes back to the toss. Left side cuts through, making a move, breaking a tackle. Picks up another Bills first down. Gore Jr. on the run. Right? It just doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. No flag for Wheeler getting popped out of bounds, but we'll throw the flag for taunting. Okay. Where did Tyreek Hill go? He's a trouble. I don't care. He's trouble. I don't care where he is. I don't know. I don't think as this is going to be a big run here. Nice run. Big pickup. Gore on the move once again. He picks up 18 yards. First down Bills. I'm not sure where Tyreek's going. Has he been picked up yet? Because I didn't hear anything. Unless I'm late to the party. I don't think anybody's picked him up yet. I know he's still dealing with the knee situation, though. He doesn't have that same step that he has, which is definitely going to affect where he goes and who picks him up and what he's going to be able to get for sure. Here we go. They go back to the run once again. Gore picking up big chunks of yards as he picks up another 7 on the ground. It's now second down. Great with the Chiefs, maybe the Ravens. I think if he went to the Ravens, that'd be something serious right there. If he went to the Ravens, I could definitely see that being a problem, especially in the AFC North. The Chiefs, I mean, yeah, maybe. Didn't Hopkins just retire? So, yeah, I could probably see that happening. As there's going to be another run here for about 2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 1. Clock rolling past the 8-minute mark. Yeah, I would think that he may end up back with the Chiefs. I could see that happening. Which would make sense. 3rd and 1. As Buccelli back under center. Wheeler now in the backfield. 8 seconds on the play clock. Handoff back to Wheeler. He'll fight through, picking up 2 yards and another Bills first down. So this Bills running game is just taking it to the Browns defensive line now. They're tired. They're exhausted. You can tell that they're ready to go. Browns Stadium is almost empty. So that kind of tells you the expectation of the fans for this franchise. For sure. That is for sure, ladies and gentlemen. So, back to the Chiefs. I wouldn't take him back. I mean, where does he go? That's the question. As Buccelli's going to run here, keep it himself, and he'll run in for the touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. Bills tacking it on. Buccelli's going to keep it himself and runs it in for 5 yards for another Bills touchdown. Penning the extra point, that's going to lead to 31-7 with 6:49 left on the clock here in the fourth. And like I said, this Browns defense just looks absolutely tired, and they're ready to go. They are ready to go. When you've got Buccelli running in touchdowns, your defense is ready to go. They're ready to pack it up. Extra point. It is up. It is good. Score is now 31-7. 6:49 left in the fourth. So there you go. Yeah, no teams picked up Tyreek Hill yet. Yeah, that's why I said it. You know, I hadn't heard anything, and I don't know where he goes, especially with the injury situation. Now, it would make sense that the Chiefs pick him back up. You know, it's kind of like a reunion thing. He goes back home. We'll see. I'm sure somebody will pick him up, though, before the season starts. So, I need to download a bigger keypad. Can't open with this keyboard. Okay. Raiders probably will take him. Yeah. The problem is, who's going to be able to throw? I mean, if Tyreek Hill can get back to that speed, you got to get a quarterback that can throw him the ball, because that ball's got to be on the money, right? You just can't have any quarterback or even a rookie, throwing Tyreek Hill the ball. That ball's got to be on the money for Tyreek Hill. Now, I'm assuming he did lose a step, right? But him even losing a step is still faster than most wide receivers in the league. So you still have to get a quarterback that's able to throw him the ball properly and be able to get ahead of him and put that ball right where he can catch it. And so that's going to be a real challenge for a team like the Raiders, I think. He's going to have to go with a veteran quarterback that knows how to move the rock for sure. For sure. So, FBJR says, this is a total blowout. I hope the whole season is like this game. Let it be our season. I've been waiting for this for 61 years. Shout out to you. Yeah. We'd absolutely be excited for the whole year if every game was like this. But we know it's not going to be. We need to have we need to be optimistic, but we also have to be realist. To have a blowout like this would mean every defense is playing like the Browns. And I can tell you right now, the Texans are not going to be playing like the Browns. The Texans defense means business. The Texans defense is going to be problems. So prepare yourselves, fasten your seatbelts, and lock your trade tables, because Bills versus Texans, it's going to be a game for sure. We'll be here for it. So make sure you do subscribe, click that bell, turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream. And we'll be here for the regular season all the way through the playoffs and the Super Bowl. So make sure you lock it in. Make sure you lock it in. I like the Bills. D looks better so far this year. Offer Hill a 1 or 2 year deal. Tyreek Hill said he'd never play for the Bills. Said he hates the Bills. Don't quote me on that, but I do think it was something along those lines. So we can scratch the Tyreek Hill to the Bills ever being a conversation. So, yes, Tyreek Hill still got great hands, but who is going to throw to him? You need both receiver and quarterback in sync. Yeah. That's going to be the biggest problem. Finding the quarterback that is going to be able to throw to Tyreek Hill and be able to get him the ball properly. So, when will we be able to say a veteran quarterback for Mr. Allen? We can say that now. he's a veteran quarterback. As this is going to be thrown here, almost picked off once again. Broken up. It's now 2nd and 20 for the Browns. I mean, what's going on here? This is a preseason game, and mind you, this is a starting or veteran starting quarterback in Deshaun Watson, who's out here getting manhandled by rookies and second stringers, third stringers. Like, what's going on? So here we go. They go back to the run, and that's going to be a loss behind the line. And it'll be 3rd and 21. 3rd and 21. Shout out to you, Frank, says the Yankees will win. Okay. As the clock rolls down 6:20 and some change, it's now 3rd and 20. Hand Watson a mop. It's like, turn him into the stadium janitor. 3rd and 20. 5 seconds on the play clock. Watson back in the shotgun. The line jump. That's going to be a false start. This is terrible. False start on the Browns, as this is going to get pushed back another 5 yards. My goodness. It's now 3rd and 26. Browns fans are leaving the stadium. Yes, they are. I mean, they've been leaving for the last 2.5 quarters. 3rd and 26. It's like 6 minutes left. As they're going to run the ball. Gets right. Tries to cut back and will pick up about 8, maybe 9. 4th and 13, and we'll see what they decide to do here. Just run the clock out, please, because this is terrible. I can almost see the game in Jay's glasses. Shout out to you, DJG. 4K HD. Yeah, I mean this was a bad outing for Watson for sure, as they'll punt it away with 5:20 left on the clock here. Kick is off. And this is going to go out of bounds at about the 18, 19. No. Oh, they're going to say, okay. It went out at the 30. All right. 33. Is Sanders going to be the starter? It looks like it. It looks like it. J-Rock, what up? What's going on with you? Good to see you. Good to see you. They need to hurry up. It's about to storm again. It's like, just give it to Wheeler. Give it to Wheeler and Gore. I feel bad for the Browns. Browns fans right now, you know it's bad when they start leaving before the end of the game. Yeah, I mean, and it's a preseason game, right? You're supposed to be excited, right? It's a new season. You're supposed to be like, it is what it is, but we're here to have a good time. I brought the family out. I brought the kids out. Got some hot dogs and stuff, and we're enjoying our time. Nah, we leaving. We out of here. It's a preseason game. I've seen enough. Man, tough break. Maybe lightning will strike. That's sad. Somebody get the Browns some cheap bottles of Thunderbird. Said the Browns drinking that MD 2020 before the game. Browns drinking that MD 2020 before the game. The worst of the worst. Oh. Y'all ever had MD 2020? That's the drink you bought when you were like 19 and you ain't have no money. You sent somebody in the store to go get it for you. We don't condone underage drinking here, y'all. We just saying what happened back in the day. Your starting quarterback is the best you got. Yo, you are in trouble. It's crazy. That Mad Dog. MD 2020 was high school hangover sauce. Or that Paul Masson. Don't get me started, man. The Paul Masson. Oh. Wow. We're down to 5 minutes, y'all. It's second down. Oh, man. There's going to be a lot of jokes about these Browns tomorrow. That's for sure. We used to get all the flavors and mix them. That's crazy. Dang. All the flavors and mix them? All the flavors of the MD, huh? Dang. 2nd and 4. It's going to be a handoff back to Wheeler. He goes nowhere. No gain on the run. It's now 3rd down as we approach the 4-minute mark. It says, tell you what, the Bills were cooking those chicken wings with fresh new oil. That is a fact. Fresh new oil. Says, I put Jack in the Browns Gatorade. Jay, can you read my last comment? That Mad Dog got age on us, bro. Shout out to you, Sassy. She was like, we was mixing all the flavors. As this is going to be another handoff to Wheeler. He picks up a 1st down. Clock rolling. Jacob, I'm going to try to go back here. Jay, I'm loving this score for being a Steelers fan. I see you, bro. I see you. Frank says, I can remember going to the park with a gallon of cheap wine and 3 or 4 of us drinking it. Man. MD 2020 would make those who were a weak stomach worship the porcelain god. Listen. Oh, man. So back in the day, my favorite drink, this was the drink that would just get me absolutely sauced. We was doing the Hennessy and the Hypnotic and make an Incredible Hawk. Oh my goodness. Hennessy with the Hypnotic. If you don't know, it's a blue liquor with the brown liquor and it turned green. It was called Incredible Hawk. And when I tell you, we acted a fool. Oh my goodness. Now, if I smell that drink, I'm walking away. I'm walking away from the whole scene. Here we go. 2nd and 2. Another handoff for Wheeler. He's going to pick up a couple. It'll now be about 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Purple Passion. Shout out to you, Angela. Yeah. Says, isn't those little bottles all wine anyway with different flavors? Yeah, no, it's not just wine. It's little higher alcohol content in that MD. Oh yeah, that was the one that Incredible Hulk. Man, oh man, crazy times with that one. Like I said, now I'll look at it and be like, you know what? Nowadays, just give me some Baileys, or if I want to have a little bit of fun, we break out the Gold Patron and do a couple shots. That's it. If it ain't those two, I'm not drinking. I'm not doing it. And it's got to be like a real special occasion. I don't drink like that no more. It's got to be a real special thing. You know, going out with the lady, have a drink, you know, something like that. Or real random, you know, it's been a crazy week, you know, out of like 3 months. Break out the bottle. What you know about the Alizé? Oh, she said Purple Passion. I know about the other one. You know, we gotta keep it family friendly around here. Yeah, I'll give you a couple of shots of Jack. Shout out to you, Eric, holding it down. Holding it down. Since many years ago, I drink Purple Men's shots. Woo! Said Ric Flair was in the building. Oh, what up, Steve? Says I drank a pint of MD 2020 and a pint of Thunderbird my 16th birthday. Haven't touched wine since I'm 68. Shout out to you, Steve. He's like, you know, I had to let it go. Just one time. That's all you need. One time. And that's going to make you stop. Like I said, an Incredible Hulk. I was like, I'll never do that again. That was it. Those young days are long gone. Long gone. Says that Purple Men's will kick your butt. I agree. All right, y'all. We're at the 2-minute warning. This was an amazing game, 31-7. We gave away a nice box of cards. The 2026 flagship football. Destiny won these cards. Like I said, Destiny, make sure you shoot me that email. I'll get you over the box of cards. So congratulations to you. Another amazing stream. We got 2 minutes left as we keep it going, 31-7. Make sure you subscribe. We'll be here next Thursday for the next Bills preseason, the last Bills preseason game before the regular season. So make sure you guys subscribe and lock it in, as we'll be here all season. All season. Another quick run here for a first down. Takes us to 1st and 10. When I tell you Wheeler, if this hasn't gained him a spot on the roster, I don't know what will. He's been balling. I would like to see him, you know, get a spot on the roster, and we'll see how it goes. But he's been working. He's been working. That's for sure. That is for sure. Down to 1:20 on the clock, and victory formation, ladies and gentlemen. And there it is. Bills are going to take it 31-7. Bills Mafia, we up. Second win. We've seen a mix of Kyle Allen and Shane Buccelli. Good runs from Wheeler, Gore. We've seen Hartman out there. Some nice catches. This is a great game. Browns, on the other hand, unfortunately, right, the defense, who did well at the beginning of the game, started to fizzle out and couldn't get a grasp back on things. Shedeur Sanders, who started off strong, got a touchdown. started to look like it was going to be a game, and then obviously Watson comes in and stinks up the house, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Bills take it 31-7. Bills up. Bills take the win. So there it is, y'all. I got, like I said, some more stuff coming. We got jerseys coming. I got some more boxes of cards coming for more giveaways. So make sure you guys be here for the next stream. I'm going to have all this sorted out for the next game. That is a promise from me to y'all. We're going to have our effects back. Ric Flair is going to be back. The train horn, all the music and everything. Don't get me wrong. I love talking to y'all. But I need a little break in between, too. I've been talking for 4 hours now. We didn't have a break, or I didn't have a break during that weather delay. Quick shout out to Brian Allen, wrapping it up with a $31.07 donation. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support, Brian Allen. Holding it down once again. Said your final 31-7. Let's go. Appreciate you, Brian Allen. Much love, man. You and Jeff King definitely showed up and showed out today. I appreciate both of you. Jerseys on the way, more cards, some more giveaways, and we'll get your news and everything posted out as much as I can. Like I said, I'm gonna get this all taken care of, so audio situation will be fixed. And then what was the last thing I'm gonna say? Morning show. We're bringing the morning show back. Now, I know a lot of you work in the morning and stuff like that. I'm going to do this poll once again. I've been trying to get this thing right for 2 years now. Some of you know, some of you don't know. I've been trying to get this thing right for the last 2 years. I will put up a poll so you guys can tell me the best time to do it at. Should I do it at 8 to 9? Should I do it at 9 to 10? Should I do it at 10 to 11? I'm going to give you 3 times. It's going to be a 1-hour show. And whichever time you guys post, that's what the slot's going to be. And we're going to do it Monday through Friday. And then that'll cover our morning news where we can chop it up about, sports news, trending topics, player news, all that stuff. Everything that we need to talk about, we'll talk about in the mornings. And then we'll still have our games of Monday night, Thursday night, and, of course, Sunday football. And throw some college in there, too. So, yeah, I'll put up that poll for you guys. Let me know. It'll be up within the next few hours. And then in the meantime, I'll see you all on the next one. Much love to the family. Much love to the Wrench Gang. Much love to all the new watchers, all the new subscribers and listeners. I appreciate you all. See you in the next one. Have a great Saturday. Much love.